Hello, welcome. Wow, I made an absolute rookie mistake. I simply did not have the microphone plugged in because it doesn't have an off and on. Please let me know if you can hear me now. Thank you so much to everybody who is here. What I said, which you could not hear, is it's been a couple of weeks since we've done this, and I didn't intend for it to go so long in between art streams, but I'm really excited to get back at it. We're going to be drawing a goat today. Mr. Man KX, sound is on, awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know. Oh my gosh, it's literally just that, and usually I'm quite good about that, but I got this pop filter, and it actually covers the little red light in the front here. That is the indicator of whether or not it is on. Frenzo Alba is here as well. Hello, welcome. So yeah, in my haste or rather the stress of trying to get this thing positioned correctly, I blocked my ability to see whether the microphone was on or not. So thank you for letting me know. Anyways, I hope everyone's been doing well. I am really excited to do a little bit more drawing today. It has been a little bit too long in between. And I think we're going to just go ahead with the lo-fi, if that's cool with everyone. Brother Marcus, hello, welcome. I hope everybody is ready for some drawing. I might pitch a few ideas for how to shake this up a little bit. Here, let me pop out the chat and get you over here. I was thinking of maybe putting a time limit on the initial drawing session, but I think maybe not this time, but we can talk about it. LSL, Holy Frick Vegan Art Stream. Vegans in here. Yes, we are. Maybe also some non-vegans, who really knows. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. We'll get the lo-fi running because I think that kind of helps with the vibes. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play here. And let me know how that sounds to everybody. I'm going to go back over to my live streaming tab here. And I'm going to go ahead and get into... Sorry, my part is just insane today, and I apologize. Every time I look down, it's just going to look catastrophic, but such is the way of cowlicks. How has everybody's week been? Mine's been a bit of a weird one, but no real complaints, I suppose. All right. So let's see. So it looks on my end as though you should be able to hear the lo-fi. Dill Pickle's here as well. By the way, Dill Pickle, I meant to mention this last time, but your username, Dill Pickle, is very funny. I really quite like it. And I wonder, is there a reason you chose it? Also, no pressure to divulge that information. I wanted to congratulate you on having what I consider to be a pretty cool username. Shiny Hyena lo-fi is my go-to when I draw. Yeah, I feel like I kind of alternate between like lo-fi and just like very basic indie music when it comes to background for drawing, which has honestly been a really long time since I've drawn anything for myself. But yeah, I hope that works for everybody. And hopefully you can all hear that. Shana Hyena got a cold, but other than that, doing good. Sorry about your cold. It is the season for that. Yeah, sometimes it just seems a bit inescapable, but glad you're doing all right otherwise. All right, so today I decided for a goat because honestly the way that I've been choosing which animal to draw for these streams is kind of just whichever one is in my most recent memory. Ollie's here as well, hello. Whichever is in my most recent memory of, whatever was suggested most recently, rather, I should say. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my drawing glove here, and we're just gonna dig straight in, frankly, I think. All right, so this bulky thing is a little more in the way than usual, so we're gonna see how this works. Ollie and I did a bit of talking about pop filters because on the last Stardew Valley stream it was made clear to me that there may be some unpleasant mouth sounds happening on stream, and so I got this one because even though there was like a cute one that's like a little fuzzy like sock that you put over it, I heard that this kind is actually more effective. So I went with this one, but it's so freaking bulky that I'm reconsidering my choice. So we'll see how it works. Let me know if this is working for everybody. Ollie says, where's the googly eyes? I didn't do them yet. Honestly, I had a bit of a burnout week, frankly, where I just got a little bit too deep into everything without, I think, doing enough. I don't know, elaborate on that another time, I suppose, but here, let me see if I can do anything with this light back here. Oh yeah, we can get it a bit dimmer. That's actually nicer, I think. No, that looks better. I'm here for that. Hello, some other people have joined. Oh, Vegan Postmortem is here. Hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Michael is here. Four Cannons Larkana is here. Oh, you voted today, so fire. Okay, sick. Yeah, no, my ballot came in the mail, and I need to get around to voting as well. So that's on my to-do list for today as well. Okay, so we've got our canvas here. I did a bit of playing around with this yesterday on a call, and it's a fun program, honestly. They really did a great job here. So, I think last time for the drawing, I went with the pencil. So we're gonna stick with that. We're gonna keep this like nice on-brand like turquoisey color, even though oh no, it actually shows up pretty well on the stream. Okay. Ollie says, yes, that type is more effective, but the other type would look so much cuter. Yeah, I'm still thinking about it, because this is honestly, like, look how massive this is. Like, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. The real thing, is this stream going to be the goat? Well, I try to make every stream the goat, so we'll certainly see how that pans out. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just get started. I'm thinking that I'm not advanced enough to draw any animals from anything other than a side profile. So we'll see how that goes. Today, I'm thinking we're gonna try goat from the side, because that seems to be kind of what I'm capable of, and then maybe another time we'll like advance to animals from other angles. So we'll see. Okay, I'm a bit intimidated. You can tell maybe I'm sort of stalling a little bit, but let's just go ahead and dig right in. I'm thinking full body goat. Yeah, because that's more fun, I think. That way. Also, Dill Pickle says, Google automated pickle, and I just added dill because it sounded better. Yeah, well, I like it because it's like a first and a last name. Oh, Dill Pickle, I had to plan my vacation trip around being home to vote. Wow, impressive. That's how it ought to be. Vegan Postmortem, who are you drawing? I'm drawing a goat. And it's interesting because I sort of chose that last night. And I realized I really have very little idea of what goat ears look like. So I think that they are kind of like floppy. Maybe it depends on the goat. So I maybe cheated a tiny bit. I was brainstorming on goats last night before I fell asleep. Okay, I'm just gonna jump right in with like a loose, we're gonna start with the head because I think the body's gonna be pretty easy. So, goat head. So they have like this part of the head. And then they have the, like, front part of the head. Ollie says, you got this. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement, everybody. Okay. And then they have, like, this, like, little snout area. And then they have, like, it's curved. Like, the tops of their heads are kind of curved like this. Like that. This is actually, like, I hate to say something so optimistic so early on in the stream, but I actually think this is gonna be, I think this one's gonna be one that I'm gonna knock out of the park, so to speak. Okay, so they have like this like nose area, right? And then there's like the goat mouth, and then there's like the goat lower lip, and then there's the goat chin and jaw. Okay, right now this is giving sheep, but that's okay. We never start strong here. And then they have like nose. Yes, but I think the nose is like actually like really on the front here. Vegan Postmortem, you can't see anything? Dustin echoes, let's see a 3/4 perspective. No, maybe one day. Wait, so can you see the iPad screen? Oh, it's a faint sketch, that's why. Okay, yeah. It's, yeah, we're still in the very sketchy mode here. If I make it bigger, maybe you can see better. Okay. Cool. Yeah, maybe one day I'll change the format. We'll make it, like, a little bit more timed, but, for now, actually, I think the shape of the head is wrong. Okay, but then we're just gonna go, like, we're gonna dive right in. We're just gonna give them an eye. Here we go. And then goats have the, frankly, slightly creepy eye situation where they have, like, this middle part here. Off to a really solid start, I think. Vegan Postmortem, it's faint. Yeah, it is. It is. Here, I'll make it really nice and big for you. Okay. What have people been watching this week? I had a bit of a week where I tuned out from, I know I said this last time too, but I really was like getting a bit overwhelmed with a lot, like just how much there is to do, and I feel like I got a little bit caught up in some of like the really meta discussions about stuff, and God, this is horrific. I got like kind of overly caught up in some of the meta discussions that are happening around some of the stuff in veganism and animal rights, and I just like let myself get dragged down some of those like endless rabbit holes that happen sometimes. And so yeah, I hope that everybody had a, oh jeez Louise, it's really snake-like at this time. What do you, okay, I think that like the problem is like their snouts are maybe, oh good lord, their snouts are maybe smaller. So, oh, good lord. This is, I think the eye's really, really wrong. Okay. This is, okay, I'm gonna move the eye. Certainly that will help. Oops, nope. I needed the freeform option here. Freehand, that's the one. Okay, mouth's wrong too. Mouth's wrong too. Abandon ship. Okay. So like this part kind of comes in like, I've just done the same thing again that I just erased, didn't I? Oh, Jesus. This is, so okay, so the nose part's wrong because I put the little line over here instead of on the other side. Yes, this is more accurate. Surely, that's great. Okay. And then the ears is like, okay, so the way that I was thinking about the ears last night when I was falling asleep is at first I was thinking like, they're kind of these like perky ears, you know, that kind of like come up like this, and then they have like that, and then like this, but like fuzzier, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that that's maybe what a goat ear looked like. But like I came to the conclusion that I think that that's wrong, and I think that they actually have floppy ears, or maybe no, there's two kinds of goats. And actually, Ollie, now that I think about it, what would be the difference between a goat and a skinny sheep? I think you're all over this. I think that they're maybe more similar than I had previously ever considered. And that's, you know, that's what we come here for. We come here for new perspectives on animals. So I think that this goat is gonna get floppy ears. Is it that young goats have upright ears and old goats have floppy ears? Okay, I'm gonna try and really like pin down the goat that I'm trying to draw here. And I feel like this is actually like not that bad. Maybe if I just here, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna lose the pupil here. That's just not better. Here, we'll get rid of that because I think the eye was more distracting than it was doing us good. And then also this line's wrong. Maybe more from like here. And if we, oh, good lord. Goat sip water, very human-like. Really? I don't know that I've ever seen a goat sip water before, and I feel like maybe I need to YouTube that later. Herbivore eye. Solid star on the head, though. I really think that this like curved shape at the top here is really what's going to do it for us. And then here, let's just move on to the rest of the. Ooh. Also, is anyone else hearing Hotel California in the lo-fi right now? Because I definitely am. Woodcraft is here. Hello. Shani Hyena, thank goodness, possibly about making the eye go away. I feel you. Okay, so we'll put their head here, and then we'll have like top of goat will be like here, bottom of goat will be like here. So we'll just get the basic I meant to say proportions in. So that we've got like front of goat, and then we've got back of goat. Okay, I think the head's too big. That's a mistake. Here we go. And then they have like a spine that comes from like here. Certainly. And will kind of come out like this. And then like this is their back. And then like they're I feel like they're kind of short animals, like in this dimension. Okay. Like, what's the back of their necks? I think they have longer necks. And it's like their heads need to be like slightly above their bodies. So like, I think the neck, this is, oh geez Louise. I think it's a little bit more like this. Maybe not. Why is there always a dinosaur phase? Okay, and then goat butt. You know, we're just gonna start rolling with it, and once you see what's wrong, you can decide what's right, which is actually a philosophy I live by. I'm sort of a big believer, so I need to sit on one of my legs. I'm actually a big believer in that idea, that you have to say the bad ideas out loud in order to, like, acknowledge them and move on, right? Otherwise, if they, not like the really bad ones, right? But like, sometimes if you're brainstorming, the right thing to do is, I think, to just say the shitty thing, make this shitty design, you know, because that way, like, where you're not supposed to go is, you know, it still helps you understand where you do need to go. You know, if you know I'm not going in that direction, that's actually very helpful information. So I'm okay with making the wrong choices, because I think that's been really helpful. Oh, Ollie, no goat emojis in the chat. Yes, okay, I'm avoiding looking. Here. Oh, good lord. So, right off the bat, there's a problem. And it's the head placement, but I'm gonna just, like, carry on. I'm imagining, like, I think what I'm imagining is, like, a pygmy goat or one of those, like, mountain goats. And I feel like I can see it so clearly. But then again, not. Okay, so they've got, like, a rib cage. I don't know if any of you have seen the movie Spirit. Okay, let me know if you've seen the movie Spirit. It is a horse movie. And, it's for children. But I actually think it's like an unusually good children's movie. And it's about a wild horse, a wild stallion, and the native population, like Native Americans, fighting against, like, colonizers, essentially. And I'm feeling quite good about this part here. So this will be like goat leg number 1, goat leg number 2, and then we have like goat leg number 3. And it was my favorite movie when I was a child, and it's actually, I kind of rewatched it, I think, on the, like, over the new year, or maybe that was last year. But anyways, like, relatively recently. And I was surprised by how well that movie holds up. Ollie says, yes, gotta get the bad ideas out. My tutor at uni taught me that. Yes, absolutely. Vegan postmortem looks good, but I think the mouth bringe should be bigger and the mouth area smaller. Wait, what is that word? B-R-I-N-G-E? I don't know that one. But yeah, no, the movie Spirit is very, very, like, I found it incredibly compelling as a child. I was definitely like a little bit of a horse girl. I was a horse child. Jesus. Okay. I don't know. This seems much harder today than usual. And anyways, in like the DVD disc set that I had, I think their body is too long. This feels like the point in the process at which I'm going to disappear that and we're going to try again on another layer. Oh, nose bridge. Bridge should be bigger. Okay. Dill Pickle, same thing with good ideas. If you leave it off paper, you end up keeping it in your head and not creating or thinking about new things. Yeah, no, I think that's also a very good point. Otherwise, you get kind of like stuck, right? And you kind of, yeah. The stuckness, I think, is a problem. And I think getting it all out is a really important part of the creative process, which is what we just did there. Okay, so if I just draw a goat like really fast without thinking about it, I'm going to try and just do that. Okay. It would be helpful if I selected a pencil. Okay, so like goat head here. Jesus Christ. Okay. Goat head here, like goat nose, goat horn, and then ear and eye and nose and like mouth, nose bridge bigger. Interesting. Goat horn, little horn spot, ear, like neck, body, butt. Too long. Goats are short animals. and then like this, and then like leg, hoof, leg, hoof. I think they have like relatively squared off animals, so maybe like that. And then here, I'll make it bigger so that y'all can see. Sorry, I know this. Maybe I should switch to a different pencil for this part because it's really not helpful. Like, part of the point is that so y'all can see. See, okay, so I feel like this is missing the nuance, though, of, like, some of the goat shapes. And the head's too big. Nose bridge bigger. So, like, this part? Like, more rounded, even? Like, yeah, I think so. And then nose. And then eye. Oh. See, once we've zoomed in, this has become a problem. And then, yeah, so I think a young goat has, like, an upright. I can see them so clearly in my eye. Okay. And they have, like, I think their more snout part is, like, slightly pinched. Like, we can get to four-legged animal, but can we get to goat is the real question here. LSL, what's been helping me is doing super loose sketches and then refining them as I go along. Yeah, I'm sort of trying that. Someone, Dill Pickle, I had a spirit snow globe as a kid and pin for getting the VHS. Wait, that's so cool. Oh, this feels no closer to goat, unfortunately. So let's go over here. Like, okay, so like small snout, and then like bigger this situation. Small here, but they have like this very rounded front part. And then like kind of like this. Nope. Guys, I don't know if this is gonna go well. I don't know if this is gonna go well at all. Oh wait, no, this line's nice. That's nice. That's nice. This is nice. That's good. I'm feeling this. Nose brit, and then like little nose here. Yes! I can see the goat forming. Oh yes, and then it's kind of more back like that. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Heck yes. We found the goat. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. I mean, it's still not perfect. This might be a baby goat. That might be what's happening here. But I'm okay with that. I never specified goat age. Like, yes. Yes! Goat age. Let's move this. Let's move this. Yep. Look at that. Look how much better that is than the last thing we did. And then maybe their eyes like here? Okay, this looks like a baby cow. But I think that maybe there's like some substantial overlap between goat and baby cow. And then I think their horn would probably come from here. And we'll just give them like a really small one since they are a baby goat. Yes. And then the ear from here. And look at the upright ear because they are young. In my world, goats have floppy ears when they're old and downwards ears when they are young. So this little guy is getting an upwards ear. And it has like this little ear base. Is that the direction that ears face? Would they face out or would they face forward? Ollie says, it's kind of surprising how we all watched films as kids that had pretty strong morals, but somehow just didn't connect fully. Like, I can't believe I watched Chicken Run and continue eating chicken. Yeah. Mr. Man, KX now great. I have to buy one of those tablets. Yeah, I mean, this is an iPad, and honestly, it's pretty cool. I really do love it for what it does. I'm feeling like this is relatively close to goat, even though it is also definitely calf. I wonder if I make this longer. Is that goat? Is that more goat-like now? Yeah, like, I think, like Ollie said, what's the difference between a goat and a sheep? I'm realizing that maybe we don't have as much of a difference as, between, like, goats, sheep, cows, as perhaps we thought, at least for me. So, maybe a little bit more of that. Oh yeah, okay, so I was saying that I watched Spirit though, right? And like in the credits, sorry, not the credits, like the extras, the DVD extras, there was a section on how to draw Spirit. Okay, we're just gonna, this is going away. This part's going away. We don't need him. Clear. No, not that clear. And they had this whole breakdown about how the animators were drawing Spirit and the other horses, and I remember like slaving away before it and just trying so hard to learn how to draw Spirit. And they did this thing where they would like break down the horses by like circle for the front part, circle for the back part. In fact, like I've actually considered like looking for those like extras because they were so helpful to me as a kid, and it was like I had just like pages and pages of drawings of Spirit. And yeah, when I rewatched it, I genuinely, like, it's not perfect, of course, but like Ollie said, it had very strong morals. I think goats are like kind of short in the neck, right? Kind of short in the neck. And it was just is this correct? What kind of chest does a goat have? They have this like, I think they're kind of strong, so maybe they have this like, this is the back leg, this is the front leg. Oh Lord. But yeah, no, it's very interesting because I remember that movie just resonated with me so much as a kid, right? And it's like, it was amazing. I like watched it. One of the themes of the movie is like Spirit wanted to be free, and he gets kind of like let go like back into the wild with one of the other horses, and somehow I didn't like quite manage to internalize that as like animals should be free, which is sort of a bummer. So, and I really enjoy, like, I loved horses, and I just thought like, I was like, oh well, I can surely just ride horses. Like those thoughts just didn't really clash in my own mind. Dana says hi, hello, hope you're doing well. Dill Pickle, you still have the snow globe, but no idea where the pin is. It's shaped like a mini VHS or DVD box. That's really, really cute. Yeah, no, that's amazing. I unfortunately never had Spirit merch or anything. I mean, not unfortunately, but no, that was just not something that was in my life. And that does sound amazing. So yeah, what I took away from Spirit was just like a lot of lessons on how to draw Spirit. Okay, that's not a goat neck. Yeah, they have more of a neck, kind of like a horse. So I'm gonna just like draw that there. And yeah, maybe skinnier neck actually. These streams have been like a really good exercise in just like reminding, like normally if I was just gonna sit down to draw, I'd get like here and I'd be like, wow, I'm so bad at drawing, I actually hate this. And I would just like abandon it and move on, but because I've committed to doing a stream in which I draw a goat, I actually finished the drawing. And that's been very good for me to remember to like that like follow through is important. That what you do with like 15 to 20 minutes worth of sketching is not, you know, representative of your skills, you know, on anything, right? So it's just like a good reminder that you should actually follow through on things, and that's like a huge part of the process. Okay, I feel like they have like this little, yeah, no, I'm right about the dip. And then they have tails kind of like donkeys, I think. Like that. There's the tail. Nice. Perfect. Then, but yeah, no, highly recommend Spirit, by the way, if you've never seen it. I don't know if it's available anywhere for streaming or anything, but I really did enjoy it on a second on rewatch as an adult, which I've done like a handful of times because I keep being worried that I'm gonna like overwrite my childhood enjoyment of it. Goats, like I said, they're pretty stocky, so they have like this like, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this like little square shape in here as a reminder of what a goat is shaped like. And then I almost wonder if I could do a better job by simply not looking at the screen. That would be fun. I feel like I've done that in art class before, drawing without looking, in like a figure drawing class. Because like this, I think needs to be skinnier, head needs to be smaller. We're just gonna start doing radical shit here. Nope, I like the shape better though. So we're gonna do uniform here. Drop that back in there. Square body. Body's too long, isn't it? Okay. Free form. shrink that. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, shrinking is helping. Shrinking is helping. Cute. I'm enjoying him so far. Like skinnier goat neck. Yes. Yes. The goat appears. Ooh. Ooh. But yeah, no, Spirit was a wonderful movie. Even if it starts on horse birth, I just find birth gross. There's no other way to say it. Not to say it should be like stigmatized, right? But I'm disturbed by it personally. I find it horrifying. It starts on horse birth, which is really not my favorite thing ever. So I kind of just ignore that part and then get on with it. Because it's actually, like I said, it has like some very good themes and morals, and the music is by like Bryan Adams, who's like an actual musician. Okay, there's a hoof. I just kind of put a hoof there for fun. Vegan postmortem, tiny tail, like tinier tail. Ollie, so relatable. Sit down, start drawing. Looks like crap. Give up. Go do something else. Repeat. Yeah, for real. Oh, Michael is here as well. The corn man. Dill Pickle, I want to get one for a comic I'm illustrating, but my PC needs to be upgraded. That sounds like a very cool project. Okay. Goat dip, goat butt. Like goat leg. So yeah. I was talking about Spirit the Horse. Oh yeah, but it's like, it really is a beautiful and like very emotional movie about Bryan Adams. That's the music. And I had one of the songs from the movie on my Zune. I like bought it from the Zune store, and I kept it. Like I mean, I think I still have the Zune, but like I would listen to that song like over and over and over again. Okay, here's a goat leg, which probably somebody eats like a freaking dumbass. I'm not eloquent today. I'm like I'm not tired. I'm just, I'm a little bit unfiltered, I suppose. Goat legs are not food. There we go. So let's see if we can get these to like the same. So that front one needs to be longer, I think. Let's see. So if I hold, it'll give me like a straight line if I put my other finger down. Okay. So yeah, we can see that this leg is much too short. And I think his head's still a little bit too big, but we can adjust that a little bit later. And I can't believe I already made the head smaller. Wow. I think they have powerful legs because they like climb mountains and stuff. So we'll give them like a powerful leg here. Powerful leg. Does this like come back more? Does this need to come back more and then like kind of come? Yes, it does. Yes, this straight thing is, that's unnatural. Come down a little bit more. There. Goat knee, goat leg. Okay, we've got a goat leg and we've got a second goat leg. He is cute, but very disproportionate. Let me catch up. Here, hang on, let me catch up. Goats are the goat, says Michael. Yes, absolutely. Let me just make sure. It's not a giraffe. I googled the difference between sheep and a goat, says Ollie. Apparently goats are more naturally curious and independent compared to sheep, who are distant and aloof. That's funny. That's a cute description. Ollie says, so a drawing of a curious and independent goat, please. That's funny, because I was thinking more about the visual differences, but yeah, no, now that you mention it, I definitely see what you mean, or, I guess what Google means about, like, them having different personalities. Yeah, I would say that, like, independent and curious. That's a funny and cute way to describe a goat. So yeah, okay. I think he's got like a little bit of that spirit going on. What if we gave him like a cute little eye? I said cute and then I did that, and for that I apologize. But yeah, here we go. Like, we'll do that. There, here's his mouth. I like him. Friendo, sup fools, I didn't get the notification. Oh, that's too bad. Well, thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. We're in goat territory, I believe. So, we'll see. Dana, oh yes, I see this movie today. Okay, so apparently that's not... Okay, I'm taking the hint from Vegan Postmortem. I'm not giving them this, like, donkey tail. And now that you've said it, I do know exactly what you mean. They're these, like, little, like, poofy tails. Like that. There. Now we've got a goat tail. Oh, Mr. Mankegs, you mean the song Here I Am? That's a favorite of mine. I don't think that that's the one that I had, but I know it very well because I've seen the movie so many times. The goat, is it a boy or a girl? Well, I actually don't know. I think this is a genderless goat. I have referred to them as he a couple times, but animals don't perform gender anyways, I believe. I mean, they perform... Oh man, what a complex subject. I don't know if I have the mental capacity. I've been looking a bit into like gender theory just out of curiosity this week. And it's amazing how many of those videos the comments are just turned off. Like when you look for like a lecture or something. It is such an unbelievable hot topic. People are really ready to absolutely throw hands over that one at a moment's notice. Like, it's amazing. Okay, but this head needs to get smaller like immediately. This is unacceptable. Head size is catastrophic. Here, I'm gonna like squint. I don't have to squint because I can just look over here. That's too small. Also, something definitely wrong. Wait, maybe the head's not too big. Because everything... Oh no, it definitely is. Okay. What if we do for this like free form shrinkage? Not in that direction. Not in that direction. This way? Maybe that? Maybe just like a tad? Maybe their neck's too thick. Okay, try that next. Liquefy. Liquefy? Maybe their face needs to be shorter. It seems so wrong. We're gonna play with his head here until something feels better, because this is wrong. Very wrong. Shiny hyena, yay, genderless goat. Like me. Nice. Judith Butler? Yeah, I've been reading Judith Butler slowly but surely. I think I've been reading Undoing Gender. I don't remember why I picked that one, but yeah, I've been slowly, it's been a couple weeks, a couple months maybe, even since last I read that, because it's unbelievably dense. For me, at least. I'm not used to reading, like, you know, that's not the level on which I'm used to reading very often. Like, I'm still exercising that part of my brain. And, yeah, I mean, it's incredibly dense, like, language-wise. So I decided while I was walking the other day to, like, just look into some lectures. And yeah, every Judith Butler video has the comments turned off. And I'm just fascinated by that. Yeah, Michael says people are extremely bigoted over gender stuff, so they probably turned off the comments to avoid a massive shit show. Yeah, there was actually like one or two like smaller videos where the comments were still turned on, and it's just like one of those things where like the ignorance is just off the charts. Like the inability to think critically is just shocking. Like it really seems to hit like similar areas like veganism. And yeah, I think I'm just learning the hard way that we have a thinking problem with people in general. I'm happy with the body, actually. I feel like this butt area is going really well, and the face area is lacking. And yeah, I haven't really broached the whole like animals gender thing, you know, sex versus gender. Do animals perform gender? It's a whole thing, and I'm very curious about it, but I don't have the brain power. I mean, maybe I do. I just feel like I'm getting I'm spreading myself too thin is basically what I'm saying. But I'm very interested in it all. I think it's a fascinating subject. Okay, I feel like we've made some improvements. Also, Ollie, yes about the goat beard. You're correct. Let's just go ahead and get that in there right now. This is like somehow now is really giving dragon. But I'm okay with that. Who says we can't have a dragon goat? Okay, maybe what needs to happen is the ear needs to be addressed. We're gonna just disappear that. We're also gonna disappear the horn, but I'm gonna put it back just better. We're gonna come back bigger and better. Also, I'm gonna drink some water. So if you need to drink some water, please drink. Johnny Hyena, the eye still haunts me. I know. That's what goat eyes look like, though. They really, truly do. Oh my gosh, Michael, you're right. What kind of facial hair do goats have? A goatee? Yeah, no, that actually must be why that's called a goatee. You're right, and I drew it and I did not make the connection. Yeah, but anyways, I was just like, I'm sort of like slightly tuned into the conversation surrounding gender, right? And it's fascinating, but I remember like the first time sort of diving in like really, truly deeply this week. That wasn't just like articles, right, or conversations. Like, I was looking at the videos, comments are very reliably turned off. It's fascinating. Okay, so I feel like their horns kind of come from, like, I'm going into my mind's eye. It's amazing how you can know what something looks like, right? But then be sort of incapable of summoning it. Okay, I think it comes out of here. Surely. Okay, so maybe like horn. Is it to the outside of their eye? Brother Marcus, and a non-reading problem, it seems. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely agree. Non-reading problem, non-thinking problem, and just like this over-identifying with groups and ideas problem. This like an ego problem, I think, is also part of it. This like lack of, you know, yeah, it's all very strange. It's amazing. Okay, let's play with this eye placement for a second. That's so much worse. Oh, catastrophic. But actually, it doesn't feel that wrong when I look at it like this. But maybe like here. Horizontal? Oh, people are saying it's horizontal. Okay, interesting. Interesting. You know, I feel like I was kind of on it with the eye placement. Okay. Horizontal, I think you might be completely correct. I think that's probably why it seems so snake-like. Alright, we're gonna make this smaller. But yeah, I'm planning on reading more Judith Butler. Like, continuing in that. Is this better? It is better. It's definitely more accurate. I mean, I'm 100% on board with that. There we go. Nope, that looks like they're dead. Here we go. Yeah, planning on continuing with that, but I was just, yeah, I listened to some of their lectures. And it was like, yeah, it just... amazing that it's so controversial. Really makes you wonder, right? Like, it gets into the heart of, like, what's the purpose of all these things? And I think it just strikes very close to home, right? This, like, nature essentialism thing. You know, it goes incredibly deep. And I'm very interested in that. Okay, so I think that their horns come from... okay, what if I imagine a goat from the front? I think that the horns are like... whatever. Here. That's the best I can do. Because it's like, it could be... it's not out there. That's for sure. It also doesn't face that direction. They face forwards. Yeah. No, I think that I was actually pretty on that. And then they have this little, like, maybe, like, stumpy part that they grow out of the horns. Like, maybe like that. And, like that. Yeah, I was reading... no, did I read this or did I just hear this from somebody? But apparently, this would be ironic, but apparently there are, like, people in Harvard, like, the newest students in Harvard who have never read a book. And that seems like a real problem to me. Like, that just seems like an issue. That, yeah. I hope that gets rectified. This seems wrong, but I have no solution at this time. So we're gonna just go ahead and leave it. Yay. People are saying yay about the eye. I hope. So that's where that comes from. And then like their ears, I think maybe. What if I draw the ears separately and then we like put it on kind of like a paper doll? Like this. And then so I have the ear facing backwards. Yeah, I think that that's accurate. I think that that is accurate. That one I'll give myself. I think I'm very good on that one. Here we go. Ear, base of the ear, little ear tip. We'll give it a few little hairs for fun. Grab that. Angle it appropriately. Shrink it down. Get all up in here. And start playing. Wait, I like this. Here, I'm gonna look at it over here. I'll darken it in a second too so you can maybe see it a little bit better. Brother Marcus, yikes. Probably about the Harvard students who have never read, yeah, a book. Further back, bigger. I feel like we're solidly in goat territory though, which I'm very pleased with. Probably here. Maybe more like, let's see. Oh, LSL gonna go water all cacti, all my cacti. Okay, enjoy. Good luck. If Tofu doesn't keep drawing the goat, the stream will go stagnant. Yes, haha. Feeling good about it being right there. Maybe like narrower, taller. Oops. Oops. Taller. Shorter. There. That's where we're gonna put that. That's where that's going. And I don't think they have like little manes or little like front parts of their head. I feel like I did kind of like tap into a technique though with the like, with the drawing it separately and then kind of like moving it on. I wonder if that's cheating though. So let's go ahead and like readdress this horn thing because I was not happy with how that was coming out. So I think maybe it's more like here, actually. It would be helpful if I chose to select the pencil. So like a little horn situation, like, yay! Yay, cute. Cute. I like him. Them. I have this, I think this unfortunate thing where I just call animals he. I think that's pretty goat-like. Look at that. Okay. Maybe it's time to move on to the next step. No, I take that back relatively immediately. I think it's time for the liquefy tool. Soul intent. Wow, you took my suggestion from the last room. I'm so happy. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. Yes, it was the one that stuck with me from the last one. So when I was scheduling it last night, I thought, okay, go it is. And I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so I do think skinnier necks. I'm just trying to introduce like a little bit more movement into the shape that we have here because that's important. I'm happy with the like the height of the head though. Actually, I think that's gone really nicely. I'm happy with it. They like it when you scratch the spot just between or behind their horns. Interesting. Maybe raise the horns placement on the head. Interesting. Justin Echoes looking goatee. Yes, thank you. And then in terms of accessory, I think we do need to give this guy an accessory. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like darken some of the lines here. I feel like there's something wrong with the top of that. I feel like that's been a pretty consistent theme that I struggle with the tops of the heads of animals. Yeah, but I think that as far as baby goat goes, it's pretty cute. Okay, while I darken up these lines, I'm gonna tell you all about a nightmare that I had last night. because it was like incredibly messed up nightmare. And I feel like I tried to forget as much of it as soon as possible, but I was not able to forget as much as I would have liked to. Also, I feel like they might have like a little line here for like their neck muscle. Yeah, that's correct. I say with great confidence. So I'm gonna just repeat my nightmare here in the hopes that sharing about it will like make it go away a little bit. I mean, I'm over it, but it was just very strange. And actually, the more I've been pondering it, the more I realize that I think it has like implications for like, not implications, but it has parallels to veganism, which is very interesting to me. So basically, the dream was like this. And I know I'm going to make this, don't worry, I'm not just recounting a dream, okay? Like, it's going to be a good dream recounting. I forgot I actually also have to address their feet, huh? Okay, so while we address the legs and the feet, I'll share about this crappy dream that I had. So basically, picture this. New York subway station, or perhaps subway station anywhere else in the world. And, okay, Ollie says accessory poll. Yes, please go ahead and drop accessory suggestions in the chat, and then once we have enough, we'll start a poll. So I'm looking for around 4. So if you have an idea of what we should add to him or them, let me know and we'll do it. Subway station. Okay, picture this, subway station. You're at the bottom, like at the platform where the train shows up. And then, next thing you know, there's like this cracking sound. People are just coming up and down the stairs, all like normal. And then, what happens is you hear a sound. I heard a sound. I was there with my partner. And we both start running like our lives depended on it. And it was this very interesting thing where in the dream, I both knew and didn't know what was happening. But all I knew is that I needed to like run like there was no tomorrow. And so we did that. Also, I think goats have these like little tippy toe things. So we were just sprinting up these subway steps. And when we get to the top, we like it's breaking off. Like somehow like the stairs in the tunnel is breaking off. And we like leap to the next thing, and then it's very dramatically sealed off. And what happened is that in this alternate, like, post-apocalyptic universe, I think they have these little, like, hairs on the back of their feet. Basically, there's, like, a problem with the subway system, and every once in a while, they just have to seal off one of the tunnels with everyone inside of it, because it's such a, like, catastrophic problem. And so it got sealed off, and we, like, barely made it out. And when it gets sealed off, those people just get abandoned down there. And, it was just like we so narrowly escaped death. And then the horrifying implication was we were stuck down there in the subway tunnel indefinitely. Okay, this back leg, that's really not developed. But that's actually, look at that. I'm quite pleased with that. And then those people are just left to like fight it out, to starve and die down there, right? And we're sort of stuck in this like subway system. And, then they handed out all these like pills so that you wouldn't smell the decomposing like people and hear them like lose their minds on the other side of this like imaginary subway station. And I don't know why my subconscious did me dirty like that, but I did not appreciate it whatsoever. Like that was really not something that I needed, and it actually woke me up. So screw that. But for some reason I actually woke up feeling especially rested today. Which was not what I expected after an incredibly weird night like that. Okay, so I'm going to erase this bottom part. Not happy really with that. And then come down here. So drawing the line here to get that over there to make sure that our feet are in the same spot. Coming down here. I feel like I haven't been very dynamic with the legs that I've been drawing, but I'm kind of okay with that. Another strange thing that happened is my TikTok algorithm showed me, so as we all know, probably, one of the members of One Direction died. Ollie says sounds like Indiana Jones. Yeah, it very might have been. All 21 cacti successfully watered from LSL. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of cacti. Are you like a cacti collector? Are they indoor? Are they outdoor? Tell me more about your cactus collection. Ollie, I've never thought about it like that. Wakes up from nightmare. Hey, subconscious, why do you do me like that? Yeah. No, that's really how it felt to me. Absolutely. And it was, yeah, I was not pleased with that situation. I'm actually thinking that this leg looks pretty good. Yeah, no, normally that does not happen to me in that way. I feel like I was going somewhere else. Accessory idea, maybe you can give the goat a gold chain that hangs low and wobbles to the flow. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, okay, so we've got gold chain as one option. So yeah, let me know if you have an additional a suggestion. Wait, that back leg is so much skinnier than the front leg. That's not cool. Oh yeah, so as you all probably heard, like oh my gosh, I shouldn't jinx that. Liam, I think from One Direction, passed away last week. And I was not a One Direction fan, so this was not really hitting me emotionally. I mean, it's sad, right? Like, it's a pretty messed up story. You don't want people to be dying at the age of 31 when they have a 7-year-old child, right? That's obviously terrible. So I had like a bit of curiosity about that situation, and I was like learning things here and there, and like my TikTok feed actually is what was informing me about this situation. And okay, let's try this like inner part of the leg here, like this, straight down. And another interesting thing about that was that like because I watched some of like the Liam, information about his death, right? It started giving me other One Direction stuff this week. And one of those things was apparently there was a One Direction ship, right? Like a relationship that people were rooting for called Larry. Can the accessory be a baby goat standing on top of this goat? Wait, yes. That's a great idea. Okay, so gold chain, baby goat standing on top of other baby goat. LSL says indoor, they've all been propagated from my bigger one. I had 23 but gave away 2 to friends the other day. Oh, that's really nice. Both my mother and my partner really like propagating plants, so there's just like a lot of plants around in my life. But until recently, neither of them had a lot of luck with cacti. They would just sort of die for some reason. So that's very cool. So I've been getting this like Larry content, which is Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles, like the romantic ship. For like ship meaning relationship, right? And these evidence compilations. Okay, we're just adding a little foot. I'm doing like the Homer Simpson foot here because for those of you who don't know, we're back on Simpsons trivia. The Homer Simpson's foot is actually based on a hoof, and that's why it looks the way that it does. And so last night I was chilling out on TikTok a little bit, and I found out about this Larry situation, right? Which is usually really not my area of interest. I'm not really into shipping like real people. That just always felt a bit like weird and creepy to me, but I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna, it's 12 years old, right? Like, this is clearly old news. So I was like, whatever, I'll just watch this TikTok. Oh, I did a really nice straight line there. And what I found is it actually seems relatively plausible that those two had like a little bit of a connection going on. And the videos were just really sweet. I thought it would be like, I don't know, a bit weirder. But it turns out that it's actually just like some very sweet videos. I'm sure some people were very creepy about it, like writing fan fiction about shit, right? I'm not into that. Does the story end with you reading One Direction fan fiction? No, I don't believe in reading fan fiction about real people. But it was actually just like sweet videos of like young people who clearly like liked each other and like maybe meant something to each other. And I just thought it was really sweet. And yeah, no, so I did not read One Direction fan fiction, nor do I support like getting overly up and into real people's personal lives. But I did think it was quite cute. And I understand the hype. Like, I was not into One Direction when I was like a youth. I rather pretentiously was into the Beatles. And I wouldn't say that I like actively looked down on people who were into One Direction, right? I was hopefully never that bad, but who knows? Maybe I'm just recalling the past a little bit favorably, in my own favor. But I kind of started getting it. I was like, no, they actually are. They're kind of cute. They're kind of sweet. So yeah, that was my weird little like late night discovery yesterday, which was some One Direction ships from way back in the day, which I thought was kind of neat. You know, it was like this little piece of culture that I was like completely unaware of, and the comment sections were full of people being like, oh, like Larry, I haven't heard that name in years, or some stuff like that. And it was funny. It was like a little peek into an alternate sort of culture. And we were talking about reading a little bit, and something I started this week as well is it's actually this book right here. Can you see? Here we go. It is called Contraception: A Concise History, and I started, and it's already incredibly, like, I'm really not very far into it. Like, you can see, I've only gotten like this much into it, it's very interesting. So highly recommend that. On the topic of reading, that's been one of my other things that I've been reading. And Ollie says that does sound cute. I didn't know about that. Yeah, I didn't know either. But it was genuinely just like sweet. It was like a little creepy the way that some of the fans were like overly zooming in on some of the stuff, but it did just seem like they had a very sweet, some kind of relationship going on. It was just like seeing these like abstracted from the fact that they were like real people who were having their like privacy invaded, right? Which is like never okay. It was just kind of beautiful. I almost was a bit moved. Which is also, it's like certainly some degree of projection, right? Like, I'm not delusional about that, but I did think it was like conceptually like quite nice, and I wish them the best. And it's got to be incredibly challenging to have your bandmate die so tragically. I can't even imagine what that must be like, so I hope that they're all doing okay there. So I've swapped back to my liquefy tool, and I'm going to try and adjust some things here because I'm not super happy with this random lump that I created in the back. I'm kind of making the goat a little thick on accident. Forgive me, Father. Maybe in? Nope. I feel like I'm making the goat too curvy. So yeah, I don't necessarily recommend like going out and finding those edits or anything like that, but I did think it was interesting, especially when you consider the fact that, you know, there was all this denial and stuff, and just like how crappy it would have been if they did have like some kind of relationship or feelings for each other, to be like caught up in this like global like campaign, like, I don't know, to have your reputation and everything you do be like so incredibly scrutinized. Seems really hard, and I feel for them. Like, no matter what the situation was, it's like they were in a very crappy situation to be like that famous. Brother Marcus, you are forgiven. Thank you. How exactly did they die? So it's still kind of not entirely, well, it's clear what happened, which is that Liam Payne, was his name, fell off of a balcony in, I don't remember where he was, but maybe Buenos Aires, maybe, and he fell off a balcony at a hotel. He was on his own, and he apparently, I mean, there's a lot of speculation, right, because this is like an incredibly high-profile, intense thing that's happened. Look at that. Look at that. I like him. There's some good goat shapes happening there, although there's still something off with the head. And he fell off a balcony, and they don't know why or how. He seemed to have, maybe there were reports that he was on drugs and acting erratically right before the incident occurred. And, he had been like having some issues, maybe some breakdowns beforehand. Thankfully, like sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that. One of the people the person who died was not one of the people who was in the ship, the relationship that I was talking about. They were other members of One Direction. So one of them didn't die, which doesn't make any like less sad or anything like that. But it just, the things aren't like related to each other outside of the fact that they're both like One Direction, in nature. Is I think what I'm trying to say here. Yeah, LSL said he also had drugs, including pink cocaine in his system. Yeah, and it is awful. It was just like the whole thing's messed up start to finish. I think fame is obviously really bad for people, and it's just like he has a 7-year-old son. I don't know. I never really know how to. All right, so I'm gonna try and like move their like head back. I think it's working. That's better. That's better. Yes, that's even better. That random thing I just did is making the drawing better. Louis is here. Hello, Louis. How are you doing? We were just talking about One Direction and the death of Liam Payne, and then how I subsequently was like shown Larry ship fan cam videos, basically. They weren't quite fan cams. They were more like evidence compilations. And we've got most of a goat here, frankly. I'm quite pleased. So I'm just going to go ahead and darken up this leg down here. And here. And I think they have these little, like, hairy bits. Hairy bits at the backs of their legs, maybe. So we're going to go ahead and give them all of those. Maybe some, like, additional fur around, like, their little feet. Oh, yeah, I like that. That's giving realism. That makes sense to me. Oh, no, Shiny Hyena, friggin' dyspraxia. I spilled tea all over my favorite hoodie. Yeah, I do that relatively often as well, but for me it is mostly like I like kind of like miss my mouth kind of and spill a bit onto myself in that way. So sorry about your hoodie. I hope you didn't burn yourself. But yeah, one of the worst feelings is when you have like a freshly washed hoodie or something like that and you're like very excited to wear it and it like just came out of the washer dryer and then you immediately spill something on it and it just has to go straight back into the washer. That's terrible because every time I wash my clothes it's like you're degrading the clothes, right? Like they're getting worse, they're getting kind of like messed up, and so I just hate that feeling. It feels like a very small thing but also very frustrating. I'm gonna try and make this ear bigger since they are supposed to be a small goat. Okay, I'm thinking bigger ears, better ear. Shiny Hyena, that's exactly what I did. Wait, Wyvernecraft, that's a good dinosaur. Aw, as an accessory, can the bottom goat be eating half a leaf and the smaller goat on top be eating the other half? Okay. And Shiny Hyena, at least it needed a wash. Okay, good. That is the saving grace of that situation. I'm really glad that your sweatshirt already needed a wash anyways. Otherwise, it's just really demoralizing, in my opinion at least. Playing with the ear placement again before we kind of commit. I'm feeling like there's good. Maybe slightly smaller. Okay. I'm kind of feeling we're maybe locking in on this goat shape here. And then, oh, so I'm going to erase. Okay, first of all, I'm going to darken here. What did I want to darken? Oh yeah, the hoofs up here. And then I'm going to go ahead and erase out this line here. There we go. Nice, got that. Speaking also of ships though, I did it again. I read another hockey romance novel this weekend. And I annihilated that book like my life depended on it. I just completely got swept away in it. And I had an amazing time, okay? And the problem is, this book doesn't even exist in physical form. Okay, so before we get, no, the head's still wrong. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out and I'm gonna go back into liquefy and we're gonna liquefy this bad boy until we're happy with where it's at. I read another book. I read a book in like, far too quickly, frankly. However, I will get back into that in a second. Michael, really quick, I met a goat who's really into music. Their favorite artists were Billie Eilish and Billy Idol. Ha ha ha. Good one. Tofu Dog, please no weird names for this critter like Bartholomew. Okay, Bartholomew's then LSL Bartholomew would be the perfect goat name. That's hilarious. Don't worry, we've already used Bartholomew for the pig, so we can definitely vote on a different one. And also the only two options were gold chain for accessory or another goat standing on this goat's back. And I'm feeling like the thing to do is going to be to put another goat on this goat's back because I just really like that idea. So really quickly before we get into that though, I'm going to try and adjust this head until it feels like something is not wrong with it, which we've not reached that point yet. There. LSL, is there anything more niche than hockey romance? Yes, I raise you male hockey romance novel. It is even more niche. But yes, it is incredibly niche, which is part of what's so fun about it. It's just like, it gets so specific about the hockey too. Sometimes like you would not believe how specific they get with the hockey reference. Like these people know about hockey. It's amazing. Like the authors they really know what they're doing. It's like why do you know this much about hockey? Like why? How could you possibly understand like the ins and outs to this degree? And the thing is, I don't know about hockey, so I'm just like along for the ride. I'm like, okay, surely this is how the draft works. Surely this is how the playoffs work. I'm like reading about scoring in the hockey playoffs as though I give a shit, right? But I do. They really sell me on it, which is just simply impressive. And it's fun. It's fun to like be swept into this different world. It's so different from the world that I usually like engage in, that I just had a ton of fun with it. Okay, so I'm thinking that like maybe their head needs to be slightly further back. Otherwise they look like they're gonna like tip over forwards right now. LSL, there must be square dancing romance books and stuff. Yeah, there honestly probably are. Michael says, I have the greatest confidence in Tofu Dog. Thank you. That means a lot. I hope that I don't let anybody down. I wonder if the issue here with like the neck feeling a bit like the head feeling like a little bit precarious is the fact that maybe this neckline needs to be like a little bit more out. Like maybe their head needs to feel a bit better supported. So let's try something like this. But yeah, the thing is like, because this book is so niche, it doesn't actually exist. I mean, you know, a book being niche, I think doesn't have that much to do with whether it's published or not, but it was like, I think it's somebody's debut novel, and, how's this? I feel like that's slightly better. Yeah, no, I think that is the move. Let's try and put it back. Come on, you can do it. Nope, no, I clicked something, so therefore the redo button does not work. So the book doesn't even exist in physical form, and the thing is, like, there were those other hockey romance novels that I read, and I really wish that I had bought them in a physical copy, but the problem is they have those, like, very crappy, like, romance novel covers with, like, just naked people, like half-naked people on the fronts of the books, and I'm like, like, do I really need that, like, in my bookshelf? But the thing is, like, I realize that when I read something in Kindle format, on a Kindle or on, you know, the Kindle app on my phone, quick pause. I think this is our goat. I think this is him. This is them. Oh my god. I need to stop just defaulting to calling animals he. Why do I do that at all? Okay. Sip for water. Redo button not working. I hate when that happens. Yeah, I hate that too. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna duplicate this bad boy. I almost hit delete, but I didn't, and that's what counts. And we're gonna make them nice and big. Oh, not freeform though. Uniform. Wait, we need to leave enough space for a tiny goat on top. Here we go. Goat. And then we'll grab this guy. And we'll just, oops. Wrong layer selected. And we'll drop him here. I hope that, you know, I'm not going to draw a second goat, I think that would simply make the stream too long. But I will make some changes so that they are visually different. And I'm going to switch the layer order so that the goat is on top. The smaller one, so I don't get confused about that. Okay. Perhaps this goat is too small. Yeah, maybe it's a bit ridiculously small. Okay, which means that I'm going to move this guy down and a bit smaller. There we go. Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, when I read on Kindle, I breeze through it like you would not believe. Like, and the thing is, like, I have no concept of how long a book is when I'm reading it in Kindle format. Like, truly zero. And like it says, like, oh, you have this much percentage left for the book or whatever. And that just doesn't like register in my mind in the same way that like reading a physical book does. And I was used to it because I was reading a bunch of stuff that like that hasn't been published, right? So I'm so not used to the idea of like having physical books that I'm reading for fun available. And so I'm actually kind of really into the idea. So I think I'm going to try and get physical books, because otherwise I honestly feel like I read way too fast on the Kindle and I just like spoil it for myself, because I'm just like, well, I have a free day. Like, what if I did nothing but read this book for this entire day? And that keeps happening to me. Whereas I feel like if I actually saw it in the physical book, I might be able to pace myself a little bit more reasonably, but no, when it's on the Kindle, it's just like straight through. Okay. We're also going to have them be eating a leaf. Ollie says, I thought the one on top could be its baby, so it could be tiny. Although I guess if it's too small, then how TF did it get up there? Yeah. I think this is quite a tiny goat. Maybe even... No, you're right, because the thing is, like, baby goats can be tiny. So... maybe even tinier. And then what if we like just change the proportions in like a cheap way, by like making them shorter and perhaps a bit squatter, and we'll also mess around with the head size. I think like maybe we'll make the head and then we'll also maybe just like make them a bit tubbier and the head bigger and the horn smaller. Okay, we're actually making several changes to this goat, I suppose. Yeah, because then if they're different, and maybe their tail can go down too. Just make some quick changes here. Maybe like a little... Oh, that's a sheep tail and nothing else. Cuter, big head, short legs. Yep, agreed. And then like this weird little tail situation. Yep, that's fine. And then I'm going to erase the horn and just make it smaller because the horn has not developed as much. Younger goat, smaller horn. Perfect. Put that back. The ear's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about that, except I'll give them a few little like ear hairs. The original is here. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Also, welcome anybody to the chat. Feel free and say hello, or feel free and just lurk. All are welcome here. We're just drawing a goat and talking a bit about TikToks. Okay, here's like the little tiny goat horn lump. Sure, why not? And then I'm also going to change I'm going to change the eye. Maybe not that much. Maybe, yeah, no, I'm just going to go ahead and we'll erase the eye. And I'll give him like a really, nope, that's much too large. Like this though. And then maybe slightly, there we go. There we go. So we have like now a baby tinier goat. And then also gonna maybe just shorter. Yep, shorter. And then also bigger head. Bigger head. Bigger head. Good, good. I feel like this is working. And maybe like just less of that curviness in the back. Alright, now I feel like we've made some sufficient changes to the baby goat. Except I will move them slightly up, like this. That seems good. That seems good. Shiny Hina says cute. Good. Thank you. Glad you like it. Ollie's idea. Thank you, Ollie, for the very cute idea. And so now we can do the eating a leaf situation. And what kind of leaf do we want them to be eating? I was thinking just like a classic leaf, but it is fall. So maybe we could be doing some kind of fall leaf. like a maple leaf that's fall. I mean, I guess most leaves fall off of trees, right? At one point or another. Yeah, that's a cute little baby goat. And so just quickly on the leaf situation. Michael says Nubian goats for the win. I can't say I know what that looks like. Ollie says, can the one on top be facing the other way, you know, because they're so curious and independent. Let's try it. But first I'm going to get the leaves in there. How am I going to convey half a leaf? That's my only concern. I'm a bit concerned about conveying half a leaf. Maybe it's just going to have to be like a full leaf. Like, okay, so maybe if the leaf is like on this other, oops, that's the eraser. Maybe the leaf's like over here. There's like the what's that called? Stem, leaf stem, and then it's like kind of coming out of their mouth like a maple leaf. Nope. Oh God, good Lord. I think we'll just do like a basic kind of leaf. Yeah. Goat will be eating just like a super basic leaf, because that's what I feel I'm capable of doing today. There. I think that's nice. Give it a bit more detail. Maybe even like a little bit of a spiky edge. There we go. Just gonna go through that fast. We can add the detail when we go to the part where we draw. Oh, that looks like a tongue though. Wait, that's not good. I was thinking those stereotypical leaves with 3 triangle beds, so each goat has 1.5. I don't know if I have the capacity, the capability. Let's flip this way. Oh, now we did the thing where we flipped the drawing and you can see that it's like you did a, you know, like that's something you're supposed to be doing, and actually something that I meant to be doing throughout the drawing process here, but I keep forgetting, which is that when you flip the drawing, you can see what's wrong with it. So that's actually a good digital art tip. It's a little bit harder to do with traditional media. But yeah, so this idea of like flipping it allows your brain to see it from a different perspective, and then you can see, you know, maybe mistakes that you've made along the way. I do think that this is cute though, you know, facing the other direction. I think it adds some like compositional interest to it, so I think that's a good idea, Ollie. I like that. We'll keep up with this. For the curious and independent goat. It's just like we're making goat perfume. For the curious goat. My partner and I have been watching English Teacher. English Teacher is a show about an English teacher in a high school in Texas. And that's not really that notable. We've been enjoying the show, but I'm fine with the leaf. It'll be clear once it's green. I'll just do that sort of similar thing again. Vegan Power Lab is here. Hello, awesome vegan people. How are you doing? We've got some goats here. We're just adding some leaves to their mouths because that's what they're snacking on. They'll be fall colored leaves maybe. I know I think I just said that I'm going to make the leaf green, but that's not, I think I might not do that. I think we're going to make this a fall themed goat drawing. So I think maybe like a smaller part of the leaf will be coming out of this goat's mouth. See, it's giving tongue, unfortunately. Fish bones. Hello, fish bones. I think you've been here from the top, but hello again. Good evening. Hello, Chip. We love you. Yes, we do love you. And yeah, let me just try and figure out how to get a leaf into this goat's mouth and have it look normal. I think like maybe we'll have like the other side of the leaf first, and then like maybe some like leaf showing like over here. Yes. Yep, fine. That'll do it. They're eating. Yep. I'm pleased with that. I think it's time to move into like the line art portion of the situation. But I think first I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna combine these into a group by hitting that. I'm gonna make sure it's on uniform, and I'm gonna make them bigger, so that we are using our canvas and being mindful about our composition. Vegan Power Lab says this goat looks good. A goat on a goat? A goat on a ghost. Yes, this was Ollie's thought, because, you know, we usually give the animals an accessory. So Ollie's suggestion for accessory was just another goat standing on the other goat, which I think is very cute. They are like climbers, so I think it works, and also it's very unique. So I'm all here for it. So that's how we ended up with a goat on a goat, and the goats are eating leaves because they are also like big eaters. So now we're gonna move into the line art stage. Ollie says to Vegan Power Lab, "You're killing it with the live outreach." Yes, I think that's amazing. I was not able to tune in. But I'm planning on checking out some of the VOD later for sure. So you're inspiring me to maybe give the live outreach a try, because I've heard good things about it. Okay, so maybe around the neck, put a bell. That's it's not a bad idea. I'm just worried about adding like too much detail and that like taking like a very, very long time. So I think I'm gonna cool it on the details for now. We'll just leave it to the leaves. But yeah, we'll do that. Okay, water break, by the way. Also, Vegan Power Lab Chip, you mentioned possibly like being in the US. Is that like for outreach? And I think you mentioned Los Angeles. What was the rough time frame for that, if you don't mind sharing? And also, like, yeah, curious about where you're going and if that's like a planned thing and how that works, because I've never traveled and done activism before, so I'd be curious about how that works. So for goat color, I'm thinking brown. Let's do I think brown just sort of makes sense. It could also be black and white goats, I guess. I didn't think about goat coloring. Alice, I love that the top goat is facing the other way. You can thank Ollie for that one. That was Ollie's very excellent idea. I think these are going to be brown goats, though, because that's kind of how I think about them. Yeah, oh shoot, I didn't think about color at all. That's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Like, are they going to have spots? Because I know goats do sometimes have spots. And also fur. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna just use this brown color for our outlines. I'm also gonna make it a little bit thicker. That's too thick. That is too thick. That seems okay. Let's just try it and see where it goes. I think that I'm into that. I think I might go just like a hair thicker. Okay. Let us get into it. Okay, bad start, bad start. Here we go. Here we go. Sam asks, what software is this? This is the software Procreate, and it is on an iPad. It's relatively affordable, and it is an amazing, amazing software. If you have an iPad with a pencil, I truly do strongly recommend this. Yeah, I mean, I can do the thing where I show the iPad. It's like this. Goat inception. Ollie says, next week drawing a sheep from memory, copy and paste the goats, turn top one around, add wool. No. I think we'll have to wait a while before we do a sheep, honestly, because yeah, the goat sheep overlap is significant, apparently. So, adding his little bottom area here. Fishbone's loving the irony of the name Procreate. Yeah, no, the irony is not lost on me for sure. And I think it's actually like a very clever, very silly name for a drawing program. There. Nope, that looks a bit odd. There. I'm relatively happy with that, sure. Vegan Power Lab traveling to LA for a week, then 2 weeks in North Carolina, and then a weekend in Toronto. Interesting. I'll make sure you skip Ohio. Vegan Power Lab, I grabbed all my equipment so I can do outreach there. I'm very curious about LA. Is that like soon? Are you already there? Yeah, because there's a chance I might be in LA in December, so I'm curious about the timing of that for you, because that could be fun if that overlapped. There we go. I think I like that horn shape. It's a little bit soft, but this is a cute drawing of a goat, so I'm not fussed about it. LSL, even that I would avoid. Flying in less than 12 hours. Okay, definitely no overlap then. Well, that's very exciting, and I hope that you have a wonderful time. LA is a very cool place. It's got its problems for sure, but it is also very nice in its own ways. There we go. Ear. I think I want the top of that ear to be a little bit softer. I hope that your flight isn't unbearably long. That can be the problem with some of those. Does that make more sense? No, it doesn't. I know some of those flights can be extremely long. So we'll give them like a nice round eye here, and then we'll do this little across here. Yeah, December, back in Amsterdam by then, I'm assuming. Yeah, no overlap, unfortunately. Maybe another time. There we go. Nope, that is too big. They look like they're maybe on some substances here. Oh, there was a really messed up story. So I went to that wedding in New York a couple weeks ago at this point. 11-hour flight. Okay, yeah, that's pretty long. Whew, good luck. So I went to that New York wedding, right? I mentioned this. And I forgot to mention this like very disturbing thing that happened there. Because I think I was just trying to forget about it. But it was very upsetting. And basically what happened is there's some like ear hair. Nope, that doesn't read as ear hair at all. And so basically, I'm not going to make this story too long. We were outside like on the patio for like a cocktail hour or whatever between like the reception and like the dinner. And I look down and I see a cockroach. And I'm delighted by this. I like cockroaches. I think that they were cute. I was like, wow, look, a cockroach. And the people next to us, like, also looked down. And I was just excited to see a cockroach. Honestly, sure, I understand that, you know, they're a controversial animal, but I don't see them very often. The cockroach was not doing anything other than sitting there. And keep in mind, we're outdoors. And the person next to us goes, ew, a cockroach. Walks over and squishes them under their foot. And I was like so disturbed by their actions, because what kind of behavior is that? Like, we were like, I was beside myself with just like I was just like, what is wrong with you? And I asked him, I was like just immediately outraged. I was like, why would you do that? I was like, it was just like, I was just so shocked that somebody would just like commit cold-blooded murder like that for no reason other than just like, cockroach, let me just step on this individual. I just was like, what is wrong with you? There was no reason to kill that cockroach in that moment. And I was just like freaking enraged. How dare they? Like, the audacity is like unbelievable. Yeah, people that step on bugs outside are the truest of morons. Yeah, intentionally. Yeah, vegan parallel was horrible. Yeah, no, it was absolutely messed up. Maybe you and your partner could come to Amsterdam. I'd like to come to Amsterdam, by the way. It's been on my list for a long time, so I'd love that. And if I do, I will certainly be letting you know. Why Bancraft? That's unnecessary. I don't like cockroaches, but I avoid squishing them if I can. I usually grab them and chuck them outside. I know. We were outside. Like, that's the part that I don't understand. The cockroach was just, like, sitting there on the edge of, like, this deck. We could have just, like, scooched them over and just, like, pushed them, like, away from the people. But they just, like, on site just like came over and crushed the cockroach. And I was just livid. Like, I was so disgusted by that person. Like, who are you? Like, what is so rotted in your brain that you think that that is normal behavior, you know? And then the thing is, like, because I spoke out a little bit, they looked back at their like friend group and were like, oh, I've made an enemy, like, meaning me. Like no, you're just dumb, like, and cruel. So yeah, that was like, it's just stuck with me, and it really took me out of the moment of like being able to enjoy the wedding, because it was just like an extremely upsetting display of just unnecessary, like completely unnecessary, just egregious cruelty, where it was just like, oh, like I was supposed to be here like celebrating people who I care about, and then one of their guests just does that. Like, who do you think you are? It was absurd. And I was like, and the sad part is, like, I mean, the whole thing is sad, but I was just like, I feel like I was just genuinely excited to see a cockroach. Like, I looked down, they had these cute little antennas and these little, like, I don't know if they have eyes, but I was like in the process of like getting down to look at them better, because I was just like, I'm delighted by this cockroach. Because, like, I'm not really bothered, like, bugs don't freak me out that much. Like, I'm sure if I was being swarmed by them, it would be a different conversation, right? But I'm not. And so I was just like, oh, like a cute little guy. And then someone comes up with their freaking foot and squishes them right in front of my eyes. And I was just like genuinely, like, I had to like breathe through it to not like, honestly, I was like on the verge of tears for a few minutes there at the wedding. And I like, my partner had to like talk me down from it. And I was just like, it was just so blatantly absurd. And I feel like it really gave me like this new wind for like, I don't know, for advocating for animals, because it was just so horrid, like disgusting behavior. And it was just like, they need to be protected from people like this, you know? And anyways, yeah, that was this little disturbing thing that's been haunting me ever since. Thank you for listening. And yeah, cockroaches deserve better. All animals deserve better. And screw that person. Screw that person. That's very upsetting. I would have felt the same. Yeah, no, it was really, really messed up. Less gross to clean up too. Yeah, cockroaches have been around since the dinosaurs. I didn't know that, but that makes sense. Yeah, egregious. And then to look confused at your pushback, horrible. Yeah. Sam says, I like the little details you're adding, like the zigzag outline of the leaf. Thank you. But yeah, no, I literally was just like, I was like, I'll genuinely just like completely taken aback by the absurdity of the situation. Like so, like unnecessary on every level, basically, is how that was. Oh my gosh, am I gonna do it? Oh my god, I did that line on the first try. That's exciting. Yeah, man, people are just like something else, and they were just so casual about it. Yeah, it was really sad. That was definitely a very upsetting thing. Yeah. It was just like on site. Like, I would have gladly moved them out of the way or something. I'm not like the biggest fan of touching big bugs, but I'm always happier to touch a bug than to let them get freaking murdered. Like, Jesus Christ. Deeply upsetting. Very, very fucked up. Like, I just saw like a cute little friend, like an interesting individual who I was like, oh cool, like I get to see like a new kind of animal who I don't usually see, like let's look at them. And then they're little, and then another fucked up part of this is that there was this wet spot shaped like a cockroach body, because like another person came over and like kicked the dead squished cockroach off the side of the balcony. And there was just this like this wet cockroach shaped spot, and it was just like, I was just like fuming. I just like, it really took me a while to get back into the spirit of the situation, which I actually never fully recovered from it. I think it really did kind of spoil the night in a way. There we go. Okay, that's the best I'm gonna be able to connect that there, so let me try and just do this. Yeah, ridiculous. Even before being vegan, I didn't get the point of killing cockroaches outside of your house. Yeah. Like hundreds of, and then, I mean, not gonna lie, a Vegan Power Lab had an infestation in Bucharest and almost cried, like hundreds of them pouring out of the wall and the ceiling. Yeah, no, like that, again, that's a different situation, right? And as opposed to just like, you're outside, there's no reason to kill this like, yeah, no, it was just like, what is wrong with these people? This person, I guess it was like one specific person. Yeah, no, it was like really disturbing. But yeah, it just reminded me of how callous people are about other animals and how much we have to change. So rest in peace, that cockroach. Disturbing. Disturbing. Here we go. Now we're on to the tiny goat. And I think that my pencil is a little bit, my thickness here is a bit thick. But I think it'll be okay. Because I don't want to change the size of that. Oh, I forgot their little goatee. There we go. Cute. Vegan Power Lab, yeah, I still feel bad calling an exterminator. It's sad that these beings are so misunderstood. Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. And it's just like, why would you ever just, for no reason, right? It's not even like they were in their house or anything. Even then, like, unless you're dealing with like an infestation, I still think that like the thing to do is to remove them kindly and not just immediately resort to violence. It just feels like not rocket science, but it might be. It might be for some people. Okay. Here's their little face. Nope, that was a bit too choppy. I'm gonna redo that one. All right, water break. People don't even have sympathy for other pet birds. They don't understand how someone could care or spend money on vet bills for a bird. Yeah, I mean, it's absurd. People are just like very self-centered, and I don't understand. I don't know if that's like innate. I don't know if that's learned. All I know is that animals need to be protected from them, and yeah, we need to yeah, get enough people on the side of vegans and animals that we can get people to stop doing it, and then make it illegal for the rest to do anything fucked up to them. I still feel like the head shape's like not ideal, but I genuinely can't think of a way to improve it. Also, tiny goatee for the tiny goat. That's not very clear. Nope. I think we might have to go like out to the other side. There we go, to make that clear what that is. Where I lived in Myrtle Beach, they had palmetto bugs, which are essentially giant cockroaches that fly middle finger length. Genuinely terrifying, honestly. Yeah, no, that is genuinely terrifying. Sam says people here are surprised if I take my cat to the vet. Oh my gosh, that's messed up. What is wrong with people? Vegan Power Lab heading out. Talented Tofu Dog. I need to wake up in like 6 hours and gotta get some sleep. Looking forward to the end result for you doing live outreach. Have a great night. Also have a good flight. I look forward to seeing whatever you get up to in LA. And yeah, good luck on the outreach. Good luck on your flight. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And regarding the live outreach, I really hope to build up to that. You are definitely an inspiration for me for that. So thank you for what you do there. All right, here's the other little guy's pupil. And yes, I'll be posting the outcomes of these drawings once they're done, just like every other time. There we go. Tiny horn. Wait, some goats also have like neck testicles? Okay, I'm not really following. Do you mean like the little like floppy bits? Because I don't actually, I think that might be beyond me. This particular live stream. Ollie asked on a more positive note. I asked earlier, but I think you missed on the topic of the Direction couple. Oh, the One Direction couple. Who in the Beatles would you ship? Okay, that's a really interesting question. The answer is obviously McLennan. I haven't given this that much thought, but I do feel like they are the most compelling characters, and the fact that they're like McCartney, Lennon, right? And like their names are on all of the songs that they wrote together. That's 2.T. I just feel like that's the most compelling ship in the Beatles, unfortunately. And yes, thank you for reiterating. I meant to answer, but then I got swept away by something else. Yeah, so that's my answer there. If anybody has a different idea, I'm more than open to it, but I do find them to be the most compelling members of the Beatles, and therefore also the ones who I'm most interested in, you know, this hypothetical ship situation. I just think it's the most interesting. Like, they're both so different, and they have so much history with each other. And yeah, I said McLennan because that is the ship name, McLennon, so it's like McCartney Lennon. It's actually genuinely surprising. I think I'm just like really have like a significant aversion to like real life or like real people ships. Because I find that a bit, I don't know, it sort of crosses a creepy line for me. But I'm not saying you're creepy for asking it, because I'm very happy to answer the question, just to be clear. But it never really resonated with me for some reason. So yeah, that's the reasoning there. And I'm not as compelled by George Harrison or Ringo Starr, even though like they're cool guys or whatever. I think George Harrison in particular was like very interesting. But yeah, McCartney and Lennon, there's just so much, they're such a dynamic duo, you know what I mean? And yeah, I think the whole opposites attract thing, very compelling. I'm making a decision to make this goat's like back leg longer, so it looks like they're actually standing on the other goat. So bear with me as I add that detail in here. Yeah, if anyone else has thoughts about that, please do also share them. Alice says to Vegan Postmortem, I was going to mention the neck balls but forgot. What is this? What do you all know about goat necks that I like don't? Apparently there's goat neck testicles that I've never heard of. There. Cool. That helps a lot. Ollie says, no, I get you. In real life, I avoid shipping people as it's none of my business to make things awkward. Yeah, I mean, 50% of them are dead. So it's less weird now for sure. And I know that you weren't trying to imply that, you know, like we should be shipping real people. I fully understand that. And I do think that it's an interesting question. But yeah, maybe there's like a statute of limitations on like shipping real live people when they maybe like become characters of our worlds. Maybe there's like something philosophical to be said here about how we view people and, you know, like how we remember them. Yeah, maybe in like 40 years I'll read some McLennan fan fiction. That would certainly be an interesting thing to be doing when I'm 65. I could just make it 66. When I'm 64, maybe when I'm 64, that's a real Beatles deep cut. Just kidding. When I'm 64, I'll read McLennan fan fiction. That's what I'll do. I'll set a reminder in my phone. Wait, I don't like the way that legs come out here. Alice Helvig got neck balls, boss. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, when we Google a goat at the end of this, I'm gonna see these neck goats, I guess. These neck goats. These goat neck balls, I guess. LSL, I'm shipping Caesar and Cleopatra. Interesting choice. Makes perfect sense, honestly. Goats don't skip neck day in the gym. Definitely not these ones. Look how thick these little guys' necks are. Okay, so now I'm gonna do this back leg, which I'm also gonna be extending. Just kind of being a bit loosey-goosey with it, but it's okay. There we go. We'll give them like little knee marks because they need something going on there. Yeah, so it wouldn't make sense on this one. Okay, got it. So here they are. Here are our little goats. And I think they're adorable. I hope that you all agree. Okay, maybe this guy needs like a little bit of like butt fluff or something. Here we go. So we'll give him like this. Yes. Yeah, some chest fluff too. Nice. Very into this. I think they're cute as heck. Oh, LSL, they actually did have kind of a thing, so it's not that crazy. Yeah, I'm not that, I am not that well versed in history. I mean, I obviously know who those people are, but I don't know a lot about their, relations, we could say. Do they need eyebrows? Like, what about, how do we feel about this? Yeah, no, I actually feel like that was adding something. What about like that direction? Also, Ollie, you asked earlier if we should make them spirit colored. So the thing with spirit is spirit has a very specific horse coloring, and it doesn't really transfer to goats. Spirit is like a caramel kind of color, which I don't think goats actually come in that color. Butt fluff. Shiny Hina, I love them. Yay, thank you. Name poll. Need a good pair of names. Oh yes, 2 names. People throw out names. We could either put out 2 names or we can put 4 names and the top 2 names will win. Yes, I am going to be coloring it. No worries. Coloring will be happening. And then maybe this little tiny one will get some eyelashes. Perfect. Ideal. Ideal. Maybe butt fluff on the lower goat as well, actually. Yes. And a bit bigger since they're a larger goat. Perfect. They have some chest fluff. And then, yeah, so everyone throw out some names. Bill and Mandy. That's cute. I like Bill and Mandy. Wait, is there a joke there that I'm not getting? Oh, Billy and Mandy. I was missing the Y. Billy and Mandy. Okay, cool. All right, let's get some more names out in there. And then here, I'm going to just get the poll. Like, I'm not going to start it yet. Start a poll. Okay, goat names. Billy and Mandy. Yeah, feel free to throw out some more name pairs for these goats. Also, I really have to pee, frankly. So I'm going to be right back. Think of goat names while I'm away, and then when I'm back, we'll start in on the coloring. Okay, don't forget to stretch, get up, do a little lap or something, and I will be right back. I have returned. Thank you all for waiting. Let me see if I missed any names here. Also, Vegan Postmortem said, you know, I've been sent goat neck balls from Instagram on the Harmsteader account. You've really been sharing some disturbing things on there. A reminder for everyone to stretch their hamstrings. Yes, do that. Mr. Man says it's Mr. Man KX is very relaxing to watch people draw. Well, I'm glad that you think so. Here we go. Dustin Echoes, low-key just ate some fire pasta. Where'd you get the pasta from? Amanda and Griffin, and then Frederick. Those are for name options. Amanda and Griffin. Dustin Echoes also wondering if you'd art commissions. No, not at the time. Intermission over from Michael. Not at the moment, but if I get a bit better at it, I absolutely would love to do that. Okay. Also, something that I remember from the, also let me know, is the pop filter doing anything? Do we feel like the audio quality has improved as a result of this fancy edition here? It's also a bit different because, oh, I forgot to put the glove back on. It's also a bit different because, like, I'm not, like, up in the mic like I am for Stardew Valley. Oh, the pop filter is working wonders, by the way. Yay! Just need to avoid touching. Okay, hands off, I swear. Cool. So I feel like, unfortunately, this stream has been evidence of why it's better for me to stream a little bit later in the day, because I was, like, relatively flat towards the beginning. And I feel like I've really kind of, like, gone back into the swing of the situation at this point. So we'll see. I don't know why. I'm not really, like, a real full human being until afternoon, I guess. Like, literally afternoon. Whenever you touch it, it sounds like a big gust of wind. Oh, interesting. Okay, Mr. Mancax also, no pops tonight. Yes, amazing, cool. All right, so I guess I'm just gonna have to deal with this, like, absolutely massive thing in my face, but it's okay. It's a learning curve. All right, anyways, back to the coloring. Something that I really enjoyed about the chicken drawing is all of, oops, not that. We're gonna pretend that that doesn't exist. I'm also gonna edit the canvas actually really quickly. Or maybe I'll just move them. How about that? Because I want them to be centered. Something that I enjoyed about the chicken drawing is the fact that there was, like, some nice textures happening, so I'm going to try and do some of that texturing. LSL, I'm reheating some chickpea curry I made yesterday. Oh, very nice. Chickpea curry is fire. Enjoy your dinner. Okay, so what background are we thinking for the goats? So if they're going to be, like, mostly brown goats, a good contrast in color for that would be blue, but I feel like we've done a lot of blue backgrounds. So what if we did, like, a more fall background? What if we did, like, a brown on orange? Yeah, let's see. What if we do, like, a preliminary kind of, like, orangey background? Yeah, let's make this, like, a nice fall themed artwork. We'll just go for nice, like, analogous kind of situations here. Some brown on brown. Alright, so I'm going to set this one as the reference. And we're just going to start dropping in some browns here. What? Here, this is nicer. That's nicer. Let's see if we like this. How do we... okay, that looks quite orange there. Shiny hyena. Not fully awake till afternoon too. We're night owls. Yeah, honestly, I think that I am. Ollie says, not gonna lie, I did notice. Flat is a good way to put it. Wasn't bad, but you've warmed up a bit or woken up. Yeah, no, I know, and I've been noticing it whenever I stream earlier. But the thing is, people in Europe go to sleep at a certain point, and I'm trying to be inclusive in my timing, so I don't know, I guess it's just gonna be like, we're gonna have to die one death, right? Like, flat me or awake me, with timing wise. Shiny hyena, it's why I took the evening classes in college, never be able to make it at 8 a.m. Yeah, I didn't have the luxury often of choosing when the classes I was gonna take were, which I think is common. So yeah, when given the choice, I'm absolutely a afternoon person. Evening person, for sure, not a doubt about it. Like, what about this color? Now I'm having like goat color problems. Maybe this one? I feel like these are all like relatively unattractive shades of brown, unfortunately. Why is that? Why is that? What is wrong with this brown? Maybe they need to be more like reddish? Sure, I'm happy with that. It's sort of a nonsensical color for the goats. Nope, I'm actually gonna think about this very carefully. I could make them a gray goat. What if we thought about, what do we feel about this? Nope, 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 nope. That's already that color. Ugh. Yeah, gosh. I feel like this brown is uncompelling. Shiny Hyena, I like the, wait, Vegan Postmortem, which one is the good? Hopefully this one. Yes, it is an excellent color. This one? Okay, I'm gonna hands off because I've been changing them without looking at the chat on accident. Let me know if this is the color that we feel is a good color, okay? Warm and cozy. Okay, I like it too. Ollie said you wouldn't avoid streaming if there's a clash with another vegan stream, so I think you should stream whenever you want, whenever you're feeling the best. Yeah, I think that's just like a little bit later in the day, unfortunately, for my European friends. I'm gonna just edge a tiny bit lighter. Tell me, it really looks bad. LSL, I bet if you made a sticker pack of all the animals, people would buy it. Thank you. I think that sounds like a really fun idea. I would just need to figure out how to do that. There's a lot of steps there. I was thinking coloring book maybe eventually too. Could be cute, like doing just like a stream series where I make different coloring pages. So there we go. I'm gonna stick with this color. Oh, Vegan Postmortem, darker and less saturated. Okay. Darker and less saturated. Like this, all full body. And then like this for the behind legs. Well, okay, let me know what you think of that. We're still at the part where we can change that, so. Oh, shoot, also, I should have done that a bit more zoomed in. Because, there we go, yeah, we needed to do that. So you can see that, like, along the edges, if you don't, like, slide it, the pen, it will not get right up into the edges. Why did it change again? Well, it's okay. I can't be that fussed about that. Oh, LSL, I was thinking of doing a coloring book with all my scary art. Oh, what kind of scary art? Vegan Postmortem says yes. Okay, cool. Alright, so far we've got 2 name options, and I'm going to go ahead and put those out. So that is what we will do. So I'm going to get rid of that. Start poll. Wait, I don't want that one. Goat names. Wait, why can I not do this? Start poll. So yeah, maybe once we've done a few of these like drawing animals from memory streams, we will do making a vegan coloring book from memory. Vegan coloring book, no references. Them's the rules. Or something like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll go for like a nice rich orange color for the leaf. And then slightly, let's do a more yellow leaf for this other goat. And then I would like to add a bit of variety to that. So like maybe for this one, I'll add a bit of, we'll do a clipping mask. No, I won't bother with, oh, I was coloring on the wrong layer. It's okay, I've barely done anything. So we're just gonna back out of this. Make this the reference and do that here, and all is good and nothing happened. Everything is all good. We had no crisis here. No layer crisis occurred here today. Okay. Look at that, experts. And then maybe this little guy should be like a lighter color since he's a baby. Maybe baby goats are different colors. Okay, there we go. I like that. And so we'll just go for like a white for their eyes. Slightly off-white though, because eyes are never just like fully white. And same for the horn. Maybe the horn needs to be slightly yellower, actually. Yep, that feels better. Okay, back over here. This little nub is going to, oh, Jesus. Like that. Cool. Nice. LSL says, I have a bunch of black metal looking illustrations that I think would make a cool coloring book. Yes. Ollie says, very autumn vibes. Yes. That's the vibe I'm feeling. I feel like all the leaves fell off of the trees very, very quickly this year. And, I don't know, it's a little bit sad. I might be having a pumpkin patch moment, though, at some point, which would be neat. Perhaps on Thursday. Oops, there we go. And then I think the hooves are like a brownish, like beigey color, so we'll go for that. Brownish beigey. Maybe like here? Let's see how that looks. Too dark. Seems too gray. That seems okay. I'm fine with that. And then we'll add a bit of like color variation in there as well. Dill pickle, it looks really good. Had to get food for dinner, almost ran out of something. Oh no. Well, I hope that you have everything for your dinner. Vegan postmortem, husky eyes. Goat's eyes are like bright orange sometimes, or baby blue. Yeah, I feel like the baby blue is the one that I'm like imagining. Oh yeah, so I'm seeing I've done a bad job here with the eye color is what I'm being called out on. Okay. Bright orange, let's do baby blue for like contrast. Like this. That is far too blue. Maybe more like a... this? That is slightly milder. Yeah, because I think that way like the eyes will contrast with the rest of the colors in the composition. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's like this icy blue for the goat eyes. I feel like I can really imagine it. That part I can see very clearly. And let's go a little bit darker for the hind legs because those will be in shadow. And then for the hooves, I feel like it's kind of a weird color, but I also don't have a better color in mind, so that's what that'll be. Am I doing too hard with the threshold here? Yeah, I might have been going a bit hard on that, but it's okay. We'll just adjust going forward. And there, and then here. Okay, nice. So here are our basic colors. Oh yeah, I forgot about the leaf colors and also the little goatee. So let's go ahead, we'll do the goatee. I think the same color as like the shadow of the... Shoot, look, see? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. You see these like little like light points? This is the part that did not get fully colored. So that's what the point of like this is. So you like increase the threshold of, oh god, I messed it up by going back. Okay, so we're gonna drop that there and we're just gonna push forward until all those are covered. There we go. And this little guy's goatee is already colored, so no need to do anything there. We got his hooves as well. Vegan Postmortem says good night. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your tips. These goats have beautiful blue eyes that I will probably change the exact hue of. Maybe perhaps even right now I'm finding them a bit aggressive. But thank you for all of your help. Thank you for stopping by, and I'm wishing you a lovely night. There we go. Those are nicer. Nope, they're still wrong. Well, we'll address the eyes at a later time. Tofu Dog, can you change the background canvas color? Yes, I can. Do you have a suggestion for what you think it would be better as? Like, yeah, I can really just change it to just about anything. Goat rave. Yeah, I mean, I'm still kind of partial to this like orangey tone personally, but I'm open to suggestions for sure. Okay, so speaking of orange, I'm gonna go back to orange for this leaf, and we'll do yellow for this one. Perfect. Nice. And then I will add a little bit of like yellowing on the side here. I'll go a bit larger with the brush size. Ooh. Interesting. So I'm going to put the line art on top. Oh, yay, line art on top. That's a million times better. Okay, thank goodness for that. Ollie says, can you see the analytics of your live streams? Maybe compare the numbers of the different times and see if you actually get more viewers doing it early. Yeah, that's a good point as well. Louis says light green. All right, we'll try that shortly. So I'm just going to put a bit of yellow in here. And then a bit more orange. And I also just wanted to experiment with it because I do think that there is merit to doing it a bit earlier. You know, like you have more of the day afterwards and stuff. And I think that that's valuable. But yeah, if I'm just not on, I'm not on. And that might just be like a fact of my personality. So time will, oh geez Louise. So we're gonna go ahead and just like blend. Is this gonna work? No, I do not think that this is effective. Well, is it? It's kind of doing something. Oh geez, I'm really bad at the blend tool. I mean, it's actually kind of cool now that I've like trashed it. What if I just little circles? And then I go again with little circles? Oh, good lord. Why is it getting something from underneath? That's my question. Well, let's see. Maybe if I change the... Maybe if I change it to chalk? No. Why is it smudging with the background color? No, that hasn't done what I want at all. Maybe, yeah, okay, that's not bad. Why is it getting the background color though? It feels like wrong that it would be doing that. Okay, I like this. That's a nice little gradient. We're gonna call that a day. Not a day. We're gonna call that good enough for that particular element, and we'll do kind of a similar thing over here. But maybe with like just a little bit less of the orange, just because I think that that's neat. And just like a tiny bit of red down here. See, I'm gonna try and do a similar thing like with the chicken where I implemented like different texturizing techniques. I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that. Why? Smaller brush? Stop it. Stop it. Okay, now we have some nice like fall gradient leaves and I'm happy enough with that, except this little tiny bit of yellow is really bugging me. There we go. Touched up. Why do their eyes weirdly fit the rave vibe? Try blending with your fingers. Yeah, that's also a good thought. Michael says, I saw a goat pranking their son. He was just kidding. Haha. Maybe I need one of those like soundboard. I've been meaning to oh, sorry, my back was a bit stuck there. I need to like update my stream technologies. And yeah, maybe soundboard is one of those things. Now that I've got a pop filter, so we've already made improvements. Look at that. I think that's cute. Okay. So, next. We've got like basic colors in on everything. So I'm thinking that the next thing is I'm going to add a little bit more pizzazz to the eyes. Like for example, if we grab this color here, I'm going to select like a darker version of it. Maybe a slightly like warmer blue. And I'm just gonna go in like along the edge. Too thick. Along the edge, like so. And then blend it. And Ollie, I'm going to try your suggestion with the finger blending. It's kind of working. I think it's working pretty comparably to the... I think, is this nice? No, that's a bit weird. Okay, trying again. Nope, what on earth? With this darker blue, just a very skinny little line of blue around the edge. go. Here we go. All right, back to the blending tool. I'll see if that works. At the eraser. No. I'm just feeling like this is not doing what I was hoping it would do. LSL is so cute, yes. Vine boom sound from Dustin Echoes, yep. Ollie says, add soundboard to your stream improvements list wherever that is. Was just thinking the finger blending might feel a bit more natural. Yeah, no, you're right, and I've used it in the past and it does. The only thing is that it, no, I think if I actually, the problem was the direction that I was doing it in. I think that the problem is maybe blending's not actually what I need here. Although that's kind of, no, it's still weird. It's still weird. Wait, maybe was that it? Nope, that's not it. That is not it. Undo. I'm gonna maybe the trick is like a lighter blue here. Like still darker than what we've got, but lighter. Just for some variety, maybe? No, still weird. Maybe just on half of it. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the trick. Half. That's what it is. And then a little bit thicker so that's visible. Oh, it started raining here again. That's nice. Okay, I think that's kind of cute. I'm happy with that. Just like a bit of variety in the eyes is nice. And then as far as texture in the body goes, let's think. How am I gonna... I think that first I'm gonna go in with some white for the hooves because I'm just not really happy with where this is at right now. And maybe a bit bigger again. White here, maybe just white on the back. So it kind of gives the illusion of like this like middle part being kind of the darker part. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Like, I'm trying to divorce myself from the idea of scents here and just trying to do that. That looks so cool though. Like, I mean cool as in like blue, not cool as in like rad, brother. Oh, quick, open the window. I love the smell of rain. I was thinking I could, but the thing is, like, it rains here very, very often, so, including yesterday and the rest of the day, so I'll save the window for now because it's actually a huge pain to get out of this chair. But thank you for the suggestion. I agree. I also love the smell of rain. I'm actually, like, so the Pacific Northwest is sort of famous for rain, and I really did actually miss it over the course of the summer. I'm really glad to have the rain back, so that's been nice. Like, one of the best feelings in the world is when you have like the heat on and you have like nice ambient lighting and you're doing like a nice cozy activity and it starts raining outside and it's just like kind of gloomy and overcast. It's just like, it's perfect. You also have some tea and like a nice little treat. Those are good times for me. Here we go. Although over time the lack of sun really does get to me. There's no way around that. Okay, so now we have some basic colors in for our goats, and I wanted to address the texture situation. So the way that I'm going to do it this time is I did a bit of thinking on this. Is I'm going to Alpha Lock, I think, Petrichor, Shiny Hyena. I'm gonna grab this layer. Yeah, so we're fine. I'm just gonna need to grab this freehand, and I'm going to grab the colors, like the base colors of the goat, and I'm going to try to introduce some texture into that by grabbing, like, I'm going to need it all to be in the frame, huh? Like so. And I'm going to just go right underneath here, and grab the head, and just this color, and I'm going to copy and paste it, which will put it on a new layer for me. So we've got this on a new sorry, the way I did that was confusing, but we have all the color in a new layer. Ollie says I love falling asleep to the sound of rain outside. Yes, I've actually been falling asleep to a singing bowl sound video on YouTube, And there's one that has rain sounds layered over the top of it, so I fall asleep to rain sounds every night, and it is so good. There's no smell-o-vision on the stream, I know, I'm sorry, I'm working on that. That's another one of my stream improvements that I'm working on. Alright, so we're gonna go to texture. So I wonder if I could just introduce texture like with some of these. I think I did it with like the halftone. I think like doing this on just, oh, although I actually think it's kind of nice. What if I just make it, no, if it's too big it gets a bit distracting. But like this is kind of solid. What is that? Let's see, do we, oh god. Again, no one's here for the hair. I think that's kind of neat. I guess we can just leave it. There's no harm in leaving it. For now, at least, it can always be erased back out. Although it's a bit much, isn't it? That's also a bit much. Why is it on the full thing? Okay, definitely undoing that. That is a hot mess. Okay, so I guess I'll alpha lock because apparently the effects apply to everything. I guess it's when it applies to the full layer that actually does make a certain amount of sense. So what is the newspaper one? Oh, jeez. I guess the newspaper one. Wait, look, that's fun. Okay, what if I leave this, but we change the, no, it's too uniform. Although, blend mode. No, I think it's too much. Shauna Hyena just remembered that you should do homework for the second or third time this stream. Okay, yeah. This is a good vibe, I think, for doing homework too, so hopefully that's helpful. I love halftone bitmapping. Yeah, I like it too. I just feel like I feel like it's not the vibe for this, although it's cool on the leaf. All right, we're not doing it for the body of the goat, but we are doing it specifically for the leaf. So we're gonna just back out of this here. We're gonna oh god. We have a lot of undoing to do. Oh no, we're fine. Redo. All right, so we're gonna keep that, but what I'm also gonna do is I'm actually gonna specifically pull out the leaf because I like that little bit. And we're gonna do that. And we are going to copy and paste we'll do both leaves at once. We're gonna do add. I'm also going to grab this and we are going to copy and paste that. Now we have our leaves. And so this one is where we're going to do the halftone. Wait, it abandoned me. Wait, what's happening? Oh, am I on the wrong layer? That's actually kind of fun. The little like dots around it, but that is not what I was going for. Also, what is this line on the bottom? What if I disappear everything? From selection, why is this? Okay, well, we're just gonna move along until that causes problems later. And I'm once again gonna alpha lock that, which means that everything we do is only going to affect the layer that we are on. Halftone. Well, let's just play around with it. Why is it, oh, that's why, because it's not on the top. There we go. I'm just a fool. That's all that was happening. My layers were in the wrong order. But I'm still not seeing it. Because I didn't actually adjust the layer order because I undid, I undid? What's the past tense of that? Okay, so we need to move this up here. There we go. Now I'm on it, but I need to undo again until that goes away. And now we can do it. Okay, now we're gonna play with this. The leaf. I think that's fun. I'm here for that, but let's try the other kinds as well. Not the screen print. It just desaturates a bit. And then newspaper definitely not. Okay, so full color I think it is. And I do like it at this size. Let's see how the other one looks. No, I think that's neat. I'm into that. That's cool. We're graphic designers. Of course we don't name our layers. Too right, Ollie. Too right. It is the tradition. It could kind of look like fur if tiny. Oh, here's this. Here's this nonsense. Okay. There we go. Be gone. And then I think maybe it would be cute to do. So first of all, I have to get some like pinky color onto their ears for sure, which I'm gonna do on this one. Okay, Ollie, I'm fine. I'm doing it. We're going to name the layer to main color, and this is going to be rename bottom goat color. And this is going to be rename leaf color. And then this is going to be line art. Kind art? Yes, wow, it's true, it is kind art, but it is actually line art. Cool. All right, here we go. I'm also just gonna collapse that group. We don't need that monstrosity. Background colors in. Oh yeah, so Louis, let's go ahead. We'll check out, oops. Oh, it actually looks kind of good with the dark background. So let's try a light green. Maybe like, oh, actually, no, that's kind of nice too. I think I'm kind of on board with the fall theme though. So I think I might kind of keep it like this, but we can play more with that later too. LOL, what is this magic? You must be a witch. I also just group stuff, says Dustin. Yeah, I do that too. I'm gonna say undid, says Dustin Echoes. Yeah. Okay, well, here we go. So I think at this point, let's try what we were mentioning here. So I'm gonna grab the bottom goat color. I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna disappear this and this because that way I can erase the leaf so that it doesn't, you know, override. Although it is underneath, isn't it? Well, whatever. We're just gonna see what happens if I do this. And now I'm gonna put those back. We're gonna grab the bottom goat and we're gonna go back into the halftone and we're gonna do, could look like fur if tiny, says LSL. No, see, I think that the newspaper is gonna be the move here, and then what we're gonna do is we're going to, oh, did I not alpha lock? Nope, I didn't. Here we go, one more time. Third time or seventh time is the charm. But real small. I'm worried that... Okay, so let's see what happens when we put that into a different... So first of all, we're gonna reduce the opacity. I feel like we might be getting a bit too busy. Hue, saturation, luminosity. No, I think it's just a bit distracting, unfortunately. So I think that that's... Although, maybe it just like, if we... Where did it go? Is it just... No, I'm not into it. So we're gonna go ahead and undo that. Just until it goes away. Although I do kind of like the plaid that it's giving. But let's see if there's like a different brush texture that we want to implement here. So we're gonna look through textures. Signet? No. Abstract, charcoals, elements, spray paints, materials. Stubble, noise brush, old skin, rough skin, zombie skin. Fine hair, flowing hair, stubble. I feel like maybe I'm imagining it, but I thought there was maybe like a fur brush in here at some point. Groovy, bolt. I feel like there's been updates. I don't feel like I've ever seen groovy before. Vintage, organic? Swordgrass. Wildgrass, twig, hemp. Sable? Sable is fur. Let's try sable. What happens if we do some sable on here? Oh, it's just this. Okay, that's not gonna be the move. Maybe spars? Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, like those hear me out cakes that I've been seeing on TikTok. Nope, that's the wrong color. Just like something a little bit darker here. No, absolutely not. Okay, so I'm actually gonna backtrack on that. I don't feel like the texture thing is gonna really do it for us for the coat fur. And I'm thinking that instead, Ellie says maybe shading and a few hair tufts might be enough. Yeah, no, I'm thinking so too. So maybe not. Yeah, no, I'm with you for sure. So yeah, I'm with you. I think it's time to just move on to the shading, and then so I'm gonna disappear this bottom goat color situation. Add one on top of here. It's gonna be called shading. I'm practicing more witchcraft here. Sharing, no, shading. Thank you. And I'm gonna select like a dark color for that. Maybe even like a blue for fun. And this is going to be a multiply layer. Or not. I can honestly, I don't know why this information just doesn't stay with me. Recent, we're gonna go for the round brush here. Or maybe I should go for, okay, ink and watercolor set. Gouache watercolor. Let's try the round render. Let's see how that feels. No, why am I? Is that correct? Am I just a fool? Getting near, we can do it, we really can. Yes, we can. Maybe it does just need to be like a cooler toned, warmer toned brown is what I was thinking. Okay, so let's go ahead and, why is it so dark? What is the blend mode that I need for shading? Is it, okay, let's just go ahead and we'll just do that. And we're just gonna go through them. Normal, so for highlight, it's Ollie asks, have I seen Monty Python? And yes, I have. I've seen not all of it, but I've certainly seen some of it. Good Lord. Is it darker? Is it color burn? I feel like normal. It's not normal. It's not gonna be lighten. I think green has to be the one for. Or add? Okay. Well, oh my gosh, I have to really, truly, no, here. We're gonna just, oh my god. I wanna, oh. All right, so I'm just gonna Google. Overlay, thank you. I did not have to Google. Ollie is here. Overlay, thank you. Thank the heavens. Okay, we're gonna make this overlay layer. I don't know why I'm writing it. Okay, seriously, I'm writing it down. That is getting written down on this, and I'm keeping it near the computer. Overlay for both, actually. Oh, overlay. For highlight and shadow. Done. That is now a permanent desk fixture. Okay. And so, okay, that red is a bit odd. What about the blue that I was thinking originally? Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's why I thought that the, like, opposite color would work nicely. Okay, yep, feeling good about that. Okay, here we go. Except I'm going to make this a here in a clipping mask. Cool. Ollie says just choose a light or dark color and set it to overlay. Oh, will any light or dark color do the same thing? No. It's just that question. Blue. Let's go back to this blue because I think that that's a cool idea. Maybe it makes it more dynamic. Although it's awfully dark, isn't it? Although the darkness does help. I'm not sure if I'm liking that. The dark blue. Ollie says, how many stickies do you have on your desk? It's not that many. There's like 2 there, 1 there, 1 there, and then there's like another one here now. But it's not excessive. Let's see what the red, no, not red. Maybe, oh, the red is really just truly red. Okay, we'll just go with this like red-ish color because I think that that's like, it adds to the fall vibes and I think that it's kind of dynamic. Okay, here we go. Once we're moving, we're gonna be moving. And fill in a bit here. Bit behind as well. Oh, jeez Louise. This is not, okay, maybe it's the brush type. Maybe I need to go back to the round brush. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, I just think the round brush is better for this, and then I'll add the texture at the end. Okay. And then a little bit of a shadow on there. Wait, what? It's okay. It's so red. No, it's too red. I fear it is too red. Why is it so red? Choose a dark color. Maybe I'm just a fool. Maybe I'm truly just a little bit challenged. That's nice. Try, oh, lower opacity. Yeah, absolutely. And then I'll just go ahead and change the, nice. Let's see, like 60% there. Okay, Michael, let's see, my favorite Wimpy the Goat's quote. I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a Ramburger today. Okay, that's a little bit beyond me, Michael. I apologize. Ollie says if you keep the color unsaturated, it won't change the color underneath too much. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Because you can still see the other color underneath it. I like that. So if I do that, cleared layer. Nice, that's what I was going for. And brush, and now we're really gonna, oh Lord. There we go. Okay. Cool. And there. Wow, it looks look at that. It was not just me being crazy. It's just because the color underneath is so different. Well, I guess that's kind of part of the charm. So we're gonna go for it. So, wow. I'm sort of struggling with the shading today. I apologize that this is taking a minute to get on the road. Okay, well, we're gonna go with it. So I think the shadow would kind of like come from here to here. And we'll go ahead and give it this. Nope. There. There we go. That's nicer. All right, feeling pretty good about that. We'll erase a little bit here. I feel like the shading still looks like a lot more aggressive in this one than it did in previous ones. But that's okay. That's just how this one's going. Happy accidents only. This is Bob Ross household. I mean, I'm liking it. I think it's good. I think it really needed that shading, so all good by me. I'll go a bit smaller, and we'll give them like a little bit of shading around the ankles. And a bit of shading. That's very not noticeable, but that's okay. That's fine. I'll make it kind of look like maybe shiny or something. Yeah, fine. Why not that? It's a bit of texture. I like it. And a little bit here, and then a little bit there, there, and there. that ankle shadow again. And I think we'll use it to emphasize the fact that it's also kind of, you know, textured. It's nice. And then I think that the entire butt needs a shadow. Also, I'm gonna lower the opacity, like, even a little bit more. Because that was, I think, a bit intense. Alright, so back to our shading. I'm gonna go ahead and just make this a bit bigger. And then give it some butt shading. There we go. Still a bit intense, but it's okay. I think previously you'd had the shading above the outline layer too. Yeah, I think I was a bit torn on that one because of like this problem. So I think I'm gonna move it back down simply because I think that it's pretty challenging to get the shading to look correct under, oh, good lord. Clipping mask. No! What did I do? We're gonna just, there we go. Whatever that is, we're leaving it like that. Yeah, okay. So the problem is like with the line art, putting it that way, I found that it was like just kind of messy in the sense that it was like not showing up very well. Because I was not doing a very clean job of, oh good lord, not doing a very clean job of making the shading happen in a way that looks good for the line art. Also, I'm gonna smudge this out a bit because I remember the smudging being really nice on the other one, on the chicken, so, oh, too much smudge. Here we go. Okay, that's like the right idea, I think, but poorly executed. Oops. No. Nope. And we're gonna shade down here. Okay, that's kind of cute. And I think we're gonna go for, we'll do the lighter color with the light overlay layer next. So we'll just stick with the darker color here and we'll do some shading around the eye. Kind of looks like eyeliner, but I think I dig it. Oh, also it's kind of going on to the inner layer of the eye, so I'm into that. That's neat. No, that just, it doesn't look good on the eye there, I think. So maybe just like, maybe just underneath. That way they have like eye bags. No, I think that maybe you just need to make this smaller and just do that. Cool. I like that, and then we'll also kind of fill that in so that it looks appropriate. And again, a bit of darkening around there. And same thing under the mouth. Increase the size a bit. And also behind the leaf. I think the leaf would have a shadow. And same thing with the goatee. And maybe also the inside of the nose. Let's get a bit funky with it. So I realize I'm like kind of out of frame here, but that's okay. All eyes are on the sheep here anyways. Oh my gosh, I called him a sheep. This is a goat. Let the record show. Let the record show. I'm not confused about the species of this animal. And a bit darker, I think, like maybe over here the horn has like a shadow. It looks a bit odd, but I think it's correct, so we're gonna leave it. That's one of those art lessons that's hard to learn. When does something look correct? and weird, and when does something look wrong and weird? That is a hard one. Okay. So we've got a bit of shading happening here. Something feels a little bit off about it, but I don't really know how to put my finger on it. And shadow in here as well. Okay, oh shoot, I forgot that we need to, in the main color section, add actually some light pink. Because that's the color that I've just, oh, that's not light enough. Because that's the color that I've decided the inside of these goats' ears are. Yeah, like that's cute. Even though I think in reality it's probably more of like a brownie color, but I think the splash of color is cute. I actually really like the way the colors are coming out, like the reddy oranges of the leaves, and then the little bit of the, oh, maybe I need to do the pink here with a little bit of texture as well. That could be cute. Massilia, I love goats. Yes, goats are adorable, and they're very energetic little animals. Okay, I'm shifting my posture again. Stretch reminder to anyone who needs it. Ooh. All right, also water break. All right, let's hop into a bit of shading for the littler goat. I know I want to reduce the opacity maybe on the shading a bit too, because I just feel it's a bit aggressive. Okay, yeah, that's less aggressive. I prefer that. Okay. And into the little guy here. Nope, that's the pink. And oh shoot, was I using the blue? Is that what I was using in the end? Wrong. I guess that's what I was using. That's fine. Don't eat the homies, guys. Indeed. Don't do that. Don't exploit the homies. And don't consume anything that the homies excrete. Or secrete. I'm honestly not entirely clear on the difference. I mean, I could probably figure it out. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in these entire back legs here because I prefer this color to the one that they were. And then we're gonna do the similar kind of like little belly shadow here. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna redo that one. I'm not happy with that shape. There we go. Filling that in. Okay, cool. And I'm gonna do the same thing with like the little bit of the butt shadow, because I feel like it adds some dimension to an otherwise somewhat uninteresting part of the animal. Unless you have a particular interest in animal butts, in which case it's probably already taken care of for you. Okay. And under the neck as well. Yeah, okay, I like going, no, I think I'm gonna stop right before the neck fluff, actually. Here we go. Perfect. And smaller for the under mouth area, region. And I also, yeah, okay, so we'll get the light part when we go for that. Shadow additionally for the ear. And also bigger brush. Michael says time to hit the road. Take care to you as well. Thank you for stopping by. It's been lovely having you, and I hope to see you next time as well. Good luck on your adventures out there, out in the world. Yeah, okay, so I think for here I'm just gonna have to do that. Yeah, that's as good as that's gonna get, I think. And then shadow behind the ear. And in the eye as well. A little bit more. Cool. And then, okay, maybe actually also for the eyelashes. Yeah, that's cute. Yep, that's adding something for sure. And then maybe, oh yes, just a hint. That's nice. And maybe I'll do the same thing. What did I just do? Oh yeah, okay. I did a bit of a shadow around the eye, just like a tiny bit. And I think I liked that, so I think I'm gonna do it here too. Yeah, it adds a bit of emphasis that I'm into. I think I've got most of the shadow areas taken care of. So now I'm gonna quickly do the thing where I think I'm gonna add the same texture from the leaf into the pink part of the ear. So to do that, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, and maybe I'll do the horn too. Rather, both horns. So grab this, click the add button, grab this, click the add button, same thing here, little guy's ear, and I guess I'll grab the, oops, shoot, undo, add, and then horn, and then I'm going to copy and paste, so we've got all that on it. What happened? Oh, it needs to just go up here. No, I was on the wrong layer. Story of my life. Trying it again. There. Add. And again. Grabbing. Adding. And again. Grabbing and adding, and then just this little horn bit. And now we're copy and pasting, and now we did it. And I'm gonna just go ahead and bring this like up here. It does not need to be a clipping mask. Why is it, what have I done? There? Yes. And now we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna alpha lock it as well. And go ahead and do our, what happens if we just try, what if we just, nope, definitely not that. Not that one for sure. Bloom, perhaps? I don't think that's gonna do, oh no, that just affects the brightness of it. I don't think that's very good. So I guess we're just gonna stick with the halftone. Unless, what's this one again? Oh right, yeah, no, not that. The chromic aberration is like what I use on the thumbnails around myself sometimes. I actually don't know if it's a good idea, but I just sort of started doing it at one point. Okay, so ear texture is kind of, it's interesting. It's overriding like the... Cool, I do like it though, we're keeping it. I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust the opacity so that we still get some of that nice shading that we have in there. Cool. You play around with the blend mode for a second, but I think that normal is good. Oh, linear burn's not bad though. Normal, and then linear burn. Let's stick with normal. Sticking with normal is good. Ollie says another poll. Regarding what? In this case. I'm open to it. Mandy is the little one. Oh, another poll for which one's which. Okay, yeah. Another poll for that, sure. I like it. We're gonna end poll. Cute. And we're gonna add another poll. Start a poll. Which is which? Mandy, top, Billy, bottom? Or Billy, top, Mandy, bottom. Start poll. All right, new poll for everyone to vote in. Tell me who you think is who. LSL says wow. Yeah, I think that was your suggestion, right? Okay. Cool. All right, so we're actually kind of closing in on this here. Oh, we also need to do for the shading, obviously, this little goat would be casting a shadow on the big goat. Would they not be? slightly smaller brush size for that. Here we go. Cute. Maybe that needs a bit of a blur though to indicate that it's shot. Okay, I'm actually gonna try something. I'm gonna do something a bit risky here. It's not risky because I can just undo it, but let's do it. LSL, so glad I've contributed to one of these. You're always contributing. Everyone's always contributing. But yes, thank you for your wonderful suggestion. I'm going to go ahead. I'm gonna try a blur. I'm gonna try see if that makes it a little bit more shadowy. Yes, no, it does. It does. I think I like this. Softening that a bit, just like a hair though, like a smidge. Yep, that's that. I like that. And I'm gonna do another layer. I'm gonna make it a clipping mask onto my shadow. And I'm gonna also do an overlay. Can I find it? Can I find it? Yes, I can. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do, oh Lord. We're gonna go ahead and take down the opacity, I guess, still. And I'm gonna change the color to like a red. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna stick with this blue. And I'm gonna just add even like the darkest little bits here. Because I do feel that it needs, although I want it to be more brown. Let's see, is that gonna, nope. How do I get this to be more brown? Is it by going towards black? No. It might be impossible. So the opposite of red is green, so maybe I need to go green. No. Not at all. Although that actually is kind of doing it. Alright, so we're gonna use this greeny color to get just our shadowiest shadows. Although I think the opacity, nope, we're good. We're leaving the opacity as is. So here we go. Shadow like so. Oh, good Lord. Shadow like so. A little bit extra butt shadow I'm gonna go ahead and do. And we're just gonna, yeah, deepen some of these shadows here. And I'm into that. I think that adds like a nice layer of, no, not eraser. Some depth, that's the word I'm looking for. It adds some depth, wouldn't you say? Mm-hmm. That's... You know what I should have done? I should have duplicated the layer and then made one of them. Oh, I have to vote in the poll? Okay. Oh my gosh, yes, it's 50-50. That's, I can't. I literally cannot vote in the poll. That's hilarious. Wow. Okay, well, we'll just leave it for a while. I mean, there's no hurry. The back shadow? Wait, why is the back shadow funny? Someone break the tie. I think the back shadow is cute, personally. Yeah, I'm feeling like, aside from, oh, we need to do the highlights, of course. So, adding here, it's gonna also be a, here. We're gonna make this an overlay. And we're just gonna choose like a nice, a light color. What if we just choose this blue eye color? Yeah, I guess any color is gonna be fine. That's sort of how this works. And, although I guess I will experiment just for safety. I like that for a highlight color. I think that that's nice. Here we go. Oh, it's cute, not funny. Okay. Cool. Glad that you think so. I think it's cute too. So we're just gonna go through and highlight. And I think it's gonna be a pretty strong highlight there. We're also gonna highlight the tip of the ear. And down there. Maybe like a light highlight here. Oh, and definitely highlight in the eye, for sure. We'll just do that maybe like on this side. Yeah, that's nice. I will make this brush a tiny bit bigger. And highlight on the top of the lip too, why not? When in Rome. Although, is that, yeah, it's not bad, I like it. I did my civic duty and voted in the poll, thank you. Woodcroft as well, thank you all for your service. Light highlight on the back of their neck, so they're kind of like glowing. Okay. And same thing, we're gonna do the butt highlight to rather balance out our butt shadow. Take that all the way into the tail. Nope. Nope, that's not it either. Okay. That's something. We'll add some extra here. Oh wait, where did my... Did I disappear those by blending it? That does seem very possible. I feel like I may have messed up a little bit by blending out by putting the blur on my layer of my shadow layer, but it's okay. I feel like this is all about experimentation. And also, where did the little knee lines go? Why are things just disappearing? I messed up somewhere in my layer situation for sure. I'm sure it's my fault, don't get me wrong. But I definitely did mess something up along the way here. Digital art is like its own beast for sure. Here, okay, a little bit of light on this cute guy. On the tiny one. I'm really glad we have this tiny one, Ollie. Very good call. Big fan. And we'll highlight also along the top. Layer chaos, hello old friend, yep. I don't like this little, yeah, I think that was giving mustache, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. But I do like highlighting there, that's cute. And same thing with inside of the eye. And where else do we want a little bit? Maybe just along their back? Nope. Bigger brush. Sure. I think that's nice. And let's see if we can do any kind of work any magic in the ear. We can. That's nice. I like that. Too much. And then we're gonna go one more overlay layer, clipping mask, sure, but we're gonna go for like white. And yep, that's doing what I wanted it to do. Cool. And we're just gonna go for these like final sort of like highlight situations. Nope, I think, although maybe in the eye is not a bad idea. I'll add the little like sparkle right over that spot. And we'll do the same thing to the little guy so we don't forget. Little eye sparkle will go right there. And yeah, now we're just gonna go for like the lightest of the light. Which includes a little bit of something in here. and a little something maybe there, just to add a bit of contrast, because I feel like this is kind of like low contrast in certain parts. I think that's because of like the dark background, like the dark base color for the animals. And I feel like that's maybe something I might avoid in the future, although that is helping. That's helping pop that really nicely. Yeah, so I'm gonna use this layer to add contrast, to allow certain parts of it to like shine a little bit. Oh, that's weird. That one did not need a highlight. And a little touch of that at the top. Nice. Okay, that's helping like define it, I think. Glad you like the idea of a little guy, gal, them. Yeah, I really do. I think it adds a lot to this drawing. It's what it needed. For sure. And we'll highlight like the front of their lips as well. Nope, that's a bit odd. There was this one time, I think about this a lot. There was this one time when I was flying from Norway to Ireland, okay? I was flying into Dublin, I was visiting friends, and it had been a flight, right? It was like a 4-hour flight, because that's how you get from one place to another. There's other ways, I know. But basically, I was on this flight, and I didn't speak for the entire flight. I didn't say anything. I didn't really have to interact with anybody. I was just a quiet flight. And the thing is, once we landed, there were Irish people on this flight, right? And what happened was, the first person I made contact with, speaking wise, when we were like getting up from our seats, was an Irish person. And I hadn't spoken any words, and my brain has this problem where sometimes, like, if I'm speaking to somebody who has an accent, I just sort of, like, it doesn't happen often, and it's not very noticeable, but, like, it happens. What happens is I mimic the accent, okay? And it really only happens to me with, like, the English, the Irish accent, like, those are the ones. But basically, something horrifying happened, which is that I responded to this person in an Irish accent, which I've never done before in my life. And thankfully, I only got, like, 1 or 2 words out, like maybe half a sentence, and it trailed off, like, very quickly. But I absolutely mimicked this man's accent back at him, which was just, like, a very strong Irish accent. And it was like my mouth was out of my own control. It was like my brain was just like, this is what we do here. And I can't describe it. I can't describe it. But it was very funny. It was mortifying. I don't know if he noticed. It was horrific. So I think about that one sometimes. Love the goat tongue. There isn't a tongue, but I'm glad that you like whatever it is that you're seeing. Yeah, and it was absolutely mortifying. Like I said, I have no idea if they noticed. And it was just like, it was a long time ago at this point. I've learned that that's a problem that I have, and I can actually, like, mitigate it somewhat effectively at this point. But it was highly, no, I know, Ollie says you have to be careful, they may think you're taking the piss. Exactly. It was horrific. I didn't want them to think I was making fun of them. So I immediately course corrected. I don't, like, the interaction didn't go poorly or anything, so there was no, like, fighting. And it was only the case because I, like, hadn't really been speaking, and then I think I suddenly said something. And yeah, it was definitely an interesting experience, and I learned a good lesson that day, which is that that's something that happens to me, and I need to be more on top of that. Because yeah, as you said, it could go very poorly if, said to the wrong person. And yeah, it was a very, very, very uncomfortable experience. Although it is very memorable. Now I will always remember that trip to Ireland because of that. I mean, for other reasons as well. It's a very memorable, beautiful place, but that in particular was like, holy crap, what is happening to me? It was like my brain just got completely, like, commandeered. Really fascinating thing that happened to me. Oh my gosh, look what happens when we disappear the line art. It's so freaky. Fascinating. We live and we learn. Yeah, it still happens like on occasion, like, but very, very mildly. I just think it's funny at this point. Like, it never happens in a way that like is very noticeable, but it just like I pick up the intonation a little bit, and like, because the thing is, I like to do like a British accent in my spare time. Not very much anymore, but every once in a while it does still come out, and I like doing it. I especially had a friend in high school, and it's like we'd spend so much time together that there was a certain point at which we had to like change something up, and so we would just do like, we would mimic like Russell Brand, for example, and we would like, you know, just talk at each other as Russell Brand because we had spent so much time together. What is happening? What's happening here? There we go. That's like something we would do. My apologies, but it was all in good fun. I love the accent, and so it's strange. It's very unfortunate. But it was very funny and highly memorable. So I'm gonna go into the eyes here, and I'm actually gonna use some black for the pupil, I think, or like maybe some near black to really like, what do we, ooh, I kind of like it. It's odd, but I like it. Too bad it wasn't Liam Neeson. Code switching, yeah. Okay, Ollie says, you know what you have to do now, right? You've got to give us a bit of British. Not Russell Brand, though. Not a fan of him anymore. Oh my gosh, I could talk forever about how disappointed I am by Russell Brand as a human being. Like, I was a huge fan. Like, a long time ago. Like, when he was doing his Trues stuff, like, when I was in high school and stuff, like, and I loved his comedy. I thought he was genuinely just, like, funny and dynamic, and he would say all the right things about animal rights, and when I was a vegetarian at the time, so I was like, yeah, this guy's a vegetarian, like, whoa. Amazing, like, and then, like, he did a bunch of stuff with Noel Fielding, and I thought, like, Noel Fielding was super cool and fun. And he has gone so downhill, it's, like, it's not even funny anymore. It's a bit tragic, actually. Like, it's so not funny that it's honestly concerning. Like, I saw the tweet the other day that was him trying to sell like a product that is it's an amulet, a lightweight amulet for like $300 American that protects you from Wi-Fi and like other telephone radiation. And I swear it was so pathetic and undignified. I was like so disappointed. Like, he had so much potential to be like an interesting, dynamic person, and then he just like, I don't know, like moved to a homestead, had kids, and like started selling amulets. Like, excuse me? That is like some straight up nonsense. So anyways, yeah, I could stay on my Russell Brand soapbox forever. I hope that was a joke for all of our sanity. Wait, which part? The amulet? Oh, like that the amulet was a joke. Yeah, I hope so too. But like, he's really into that shit. Oh, LSL says, did you see the nonsense necklaces he's selling? Yeah, no, that's exactly the amulet I was talking about. It is such a shame. That guy is like so, what a pathetic little man. And it's unfortunate because I read his book. It's called like My Bookie Wook or something, and it was funny. It was so funny. I was so sad to see his decline, because he's so quick-witted and talented and fun, you know? He was like genuinely a cool dude. Why did that happen? Because the clipping mask on that? Is that what the problem is? Because I wanted to fix my shadow a little bit by adding a Gaussian blur, making it a bit bigger. What if I move this below now? Nope, that did not help. Oh, is it because it's the not an overlay? I'm learning. But that did not do what I wanted to do at all. Okay, so the move here, I believe, is going to be keep this, turn this into an overlay, erase this one, because I'm actually not happy with how that's... Why is it not working? That's why. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna break out the British accent today, unfortunately. I will I mean, I have on accident already, actually, when I was, I think, doing Stardew Valley. It just sort of comes out every once in a while, you know, as it does. Totally normal. But the other one is, like, I will go for, like, Emma Watson. I used to do an Australian accent every once in a while when I was watching Australian YouTube videos. Just a little hobby, you know. Overlay, wow, opacity down. And I want to also, first of all, I want to fix the edges, because I just don't like that very much. It's not, like, smooth enough. So I'm gonna try and smooth that out a bit. I feel like I possibly made it worse, but we're gonna let this blur. Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better. I'm glad I took the time to do that. He's religious now too. Oh my god, please tell me you're kidding. Please tell me you're kidding. Oh, CDA is here as well. I want to hear you do an Irish accent. No, the thing is, like, I cannot do an Irish accent. That's the thing. It's insane how different he is now. Yeah, Brand is great, very clued in. Eagles and cycling. No, I'm gonna disagree. Also, CDA, sorry, I missed your initial, your hello message. Hello, hope you're doing well. I've got this pop filter. I just, like, hid my whole face behind it. Like a fool. He went on the crazy train, says Dill Pickle. You know, he absolutely did. I cannot do an Irish accent. Like, that's the sad part, too. Is, like, that one just doesn't work for me. Russell Brand needs to be ignored. 1000% agree. Okay, LSL, what religion is he? Russell Brand is such a superficial philosopher. Yes, he talks so fast, and he gives an impression of being, like, very thoughtful and interesting. And I used to love his podcast because I feel like interesting things were happening there, and I thought he still, like, had one foot in reality. You could still take what he was saying with, like, a grain of salt, right? But no, things are not going well in Russell Brand's life. I feel that there's some really bad shit happening. Okay. Now I'm going to try and add a bit of texture again. We're going to attempt this situation again. And I'm going to do that with maybe the round render brush, and I'm going to make it big. Open layers, yes. Okay, nothing to fear. I will move this to the bottom. And yes, I'm going to do this. And we're gonna see if we can do something with this. Wow, none of those things. Where's the one where I get to keep the texture, but not the color? Well, I've certainly fucked something up here. So I guess we're just gonna, like, undo our way out of this. Wait, redo select layer. Redo. Okay, we need to just move the goat again. He's Christian? No. Oh my god, he's buddies with Jordan Peterson? Okay, Jordan Peterson is definitely an unhinged piece of garbage for sure. And I knew Russell Brand was too, but I can't believe that they're actually friends now. This is bad news, y'all. This is that is bad. That's truly bad. They need to be stopped. His baptism was with Bear Grylls? That's gotta be a joke. That can't be a real sentence. Russell Brand's baptism was with Bear Grylls? Wow. CDA says I can do a woman's Irish accent but not a men's one even though I'm a man. Wow, that is very strange. I wonder what that is. Like, what's the difference? Is it just like you have to pitch your voice up or something to make it happen? Okay, I'm gonna get back to this texturizing mission here. But wow, yeah, please continue to inform me about Russell Brand and his absolute nonsense shenanigans. Recent? Show me recent. Oh, this was recent. Let's see if this person has anything good. Soft brush grain. Maybe that one? Sketching? No. Inking? Drawing? Airbrushing texture. Let's see. No, I think we've been in textures before. Yeah, none of these are really doing it for me, I think. Let's see. There was like one that I did here for recent with the blending mode. Nope. I think that the recents must just like Because there was one that I used for the chicken that I liked, but I'm struggling to find it right now. Materials? Vintage? Where is this, like... Come on. Oh, Plimsoll, maybe? Plimsoll. Do we like Plimsoll? Let's make it really big. Okay, I kind of like Plimsoll. Let's get like a lighter color. And let's add a bit of that. Nope, wrong layer. Very wrong layer. Nothing is happening. That's why. Okay, so I would need to erase out the ears. But aside from that, this is not a problem. What if we put it underneath? Russell had a bunch of accusations and immediately took the religious grifter moron route. Oh my god, yeah, no, the accusations does not surprise me. Like, whatever they're for, I believe them. Like, that man had problems for sure. I just thought he was, like, kind of interesting and cool at a certain point, and he is certainly not those things. I mean, maybe he's still interesting. Maybe we can still say that Russell Brand qualifies as an interesting individual, but... man, what a shame. What an actual shame. I like these, like, weird highlights here, though. I think this is kind of doing something. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe smudge it out with the same brush, though. Oops, much too big. Nope. Why is this smudging not doing, like, what I'm hoping it will do? Why? Oh, okay. Maybe just like a light hand. Maybe that? No, now you can just really see that circle. Maybe I just need to like branch out a bit more. Nope. Strange. Strange. Undoing. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of closing in here. Both of them love a word salad. No, absolutely. Russell Brand was like the master of word salad. He was really like a very impressive word salader. Was gonna say that it's like Elon saying he now is a Republican after he got allegations, but he always was right-wing. Yeah. Apparently Russell Brand is no longer vegan as of 2023. He now eats meat. What a clown. Like, what a definition of a clown. Yeah. The conservative all-meat craze. What a freaking idiot. Like, there's no other words for him. Just like truly unhinged, irresponsible idiot is like really all that's coming to mind when I think about Russell Brand these days. Okay, I'm gonna import some paper texture because I kind of feel like I'm like struggling. Oh shoot, that was bad. To add texture here. I'm gonna try this like one more time. Yeah, I don't think I'm really not succeeding with this. Let's try Old Beach. What is that? Why is Old Beach doing that? See, that's not texture, that's just like... Maybe if I do it kind of more like this. And then, oh yeah, maybe I'm onto something. We're gonna lower the opacity. Yes! Yes! Old Beach for the win. Normal? I feel like it's gonna be normal. Yes. And then maybe even lighter? Some more Old Beach. Yes, I like this. Oh, I should have added another layer though. Okay, one more layer here. And it's already a clipping mask, that's neat. And we're gonna go ahead and just what does this do if we lower it? Kind of like that. Add. Okay, I think that's kind of neat. What if we like try to, wait, what's happening? What's happening? Yep. Okay, I think that's kind of, no, it's a bit weird. Okay, I'm gonna try that again, but more evenly. Is it even doing the texture thing right now? Come on, old beach. Oh. Okay. I think I need to just clear this layer. Clear. Perfect. And make the opacity higher. There we go. And now take the opacity back down. Cool, and I kind of think that's changing the color in a way that I like too. Oh, glad I stopped following him a long time ago. Yeah, no, same. Dill Pickle says, nice picture. I have to go finish cooking. Have a great rest of your night or day, everyone. Thank you for stopping by, Dill Pickle. Hope that you enjoy your dinner. I'll be posting the outcomes very soon, which, yeah, because I think we're really closing in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab this little, you know, I'm actually going to do the clipping mask here. I'm going to just make this not an alpha lock and see if I can, oh yeah, then I can do the same thing here on this little guy. So, although I should actually probably, I'm just going to do new layer because it's a big layer day. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little texture on him here and take this opacity way down. Change that a bit to our liking. Yeah, man, I've had to tune out Russell Brand for like quite a while. He just like, for me, like it started going really downhill when his podcast went behind a paywall. It was just like, first of all, I think I even like signed up for some like free trials or something of that app. Like Luma something. But yeah, no, it was really a disaster. Yvancraft says his wife wasn't even vegan, so it makes sense he also quit. Yeah, no, that really does suck. We love big layer days, yeah. He was a massive pick-me. Yeah, he was. I think it's just a deeply, deeply insecure, unhappy person. I'm like armchair diagnosing Russell Brand, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, he just seems like really insecure to me. Wow, I like what I'm doing here now. And yeah, I think he just was like seeking approval, like by, you know, at any cost. And it just kind of led him down a really dark road. Because he's not sure, you know, he doesn't really stand for anything. Man, I don't know. And he was doing some really interesting stuff too. Like, that's just so unfortunate. Shading's turning out really good. I totally like it. Thank you. Dustin Echoes, nice goats. Thank you. Yeah, I feel like there's like some extra stuff happening here today, but I think I'm happy with it. So I'm gonna look for this like last little additional layer here. Which one is this? Oh, so that is just that one. So I'm gonna go back to this one. I'm gonna grab this like darker color because I feel like I want to add a little bit of the round brush. Just a little bit of this. Yes, yes. I think that's gonna really tie it together. Perfect. Perfect. Darken just these shadows over here. This one as well. Give it a bit of that like crisp shadow situation. I do think the colors came out like a little bit weird, but not in a way that I find bad. But I think that I'm struggling with the browns. But I'm cool with it. I still think it's very nice. I just don't think we've done some good work here today. And I got the inside scoop on Russell Brand. Endless shading, no, I know. That's why I mean I'm like struggling a bit. Don't worry, we're almost there. I'm just gonna drop in the paper texture once I've shaded to my, like, and also I think it's just getting a little bit busy. I think I'm not really even doing myself many favors. But I'm just gonna do the last little bit here and there, and why not right here. Cool. And I'm gonna reduce the opacity on that weird texture stuff, I think, because it's just a bit much. just a bit much. And then this one as well. And then this one as well. Just like a little bit, I think is nice. And I'm gonna get the paper texture. Wow, I like them. I think they're very cute. I wonder what Russell Brand thinks about voting today. I don't even want to know. I feel like that's gonna be just like absolute nonsense. Oh God, what a shame. He was so interesting too. I always forget that he was like married to Katy Perry, and I just feel like that tells us everything we needed to know about him, honestly. All right, so I'm gonna test out some of these paper. That seems like it could be nice. Not that one, nor that one. I'm feeling like maybe this is a good fall vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bring my mouse in here, hop on back here, grab this, drop that there. Oh, interesting, because I have it on that. And I think that's gonna go on the very tippy top. Very tippy top. And multiply. And then we'll adjust the opacity. Yay! Okay, although I think that the background color is actually not my favorite now that I'm like looking at it in the final context. So let's play around a little bit. What if we go dark with it? What if we do like a... That's kind of like neat in its own way. Ollie said you're for death to the artist. I'm not really sure what that means, but does that mean it's good that he's no longer admirable? No, I don't mean like when I say like death, like I sort of believe in death of the artist. To me, that's more about like I think that like, well, I think the dark is cool. I think it's a bit weird. Ooh, that's nice though. I think it's, for me, it's more about like considering the artist as separate from their work, as like almost not irrelevant to their work, but like not that they have to become unadmirable, but that they should not be admired. Like rather that I believe that their work can and should be admired or appreciated without being necessarily attached to the artist. I still have to do more reading about that as well. But, yeah, so I think it more means that, like, I think that if he made art, we should be able, like, or I'd like to think that we can appreciate it without necessarily having to, like, worry about, like, oh, now he's a pile of garbage. Like, we can still say, oh, like, we enjoyed, I don't think I mean, it's kind of different for stand-up and stuff like that, but, so yeah, it's not that I like wish death or anything like that on the artists, but rather that the artists themselves is irrelevant to whether or not we should be able to enjoy the work, which I'm not even sure is like sound, right? But it is something I've been gravitating towards a bit these days. Why is this not working? Threshold 0. Why is it not working? I don't like this. Also, why do I keep having to move this? I'm just gonna keep trying till it works. Okay. Why? What am I doing wrong? Something is going wrong here. Yeah, maybe it doesn't fit him because his work is crap now too. Yeah, I think it more means about like, yeah, Shiny Hyena, it's exactly like how you can still enjoy Harry Potter but hate J.K. Rowling. So you can just say like, yeah, screw J.K. Rowling, death of the artist, not to the artist. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't exactly. So it's like, I think it like can change the context a little bit, but I think like my perspective on it, oh, Jesus Christ, this is upsetting. It's more about like, yeah, we don't need to worry about the artist. Am I gonna just fill this in by freaking hand? Oh, is it because the opacity is low? Am I just a fool? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, we're gonna redraw the circle. The ellipse, I suppose. So like if, for example, Russell Brand had made like a really nice painting that we really liked, like, and the painting didn't really have anything to do with him like as an individual, my opinion would be that like you could still enjoy his painting without having to be like, oh, I have to throw out. Why is the color drop not working? Is it because it's not closed on the bottom? I'm getting aggressive internally. Clear layer. I'm gonna do this again. Yeah, so if he had done like a painting that doesn't, you know, have anything inherently shit about it, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. What am I doing wrong? Layer 18. Why is the color drop not working? I'm gonna throw the iPad out the window. Ollie says, does that extend to money in your opinion? Like some say don't buy Harry Potter games because it gives money to J.K. Rowling. Yeah, this is like a very complex topic that I wouldn't say I have like the most developed. Why this is the round brush? Why is that not? I don't have like the most like well thought out. I think that it definitely can, but I also think that there's like, it's really hard to know where to draw that line, right? I think that maybe depends on the individual. Clear. Yeah, I honestly don't have like a very solid answer to that. But I think it's still an interesting concept, and okay, we're gonna try this again. You're seeing this, right? Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I feel like just like filling. Is it because? No. I thought I really had it there for a second, in case you can't tell. Why is this not freaking working? I make a circle, I close the circle, I color drop in the circle. Oh, is it because I still have a different reference layer set? Oh my god, I believe it is. It is! I've solved the issue. Okay, thank God. I was gonna really start to lose my mind there. But we're safe, we're in business. The mind is gonna remain intact. Why is that happening? Oh, fuck. I did it on the line art layer. Oh, it's always right at the end things start going a little bit wrong. The brain starts to get cooked, you know? Okay, now we're gonna move this. And now we're gonna fill this. And it's gonna work. It worked. And too much of a tricky end of stream question. Yeah, a little bit. And Shiny Hyena, yeah, I would not support her personally with money. Yeah. And there's like so much secondhand stuff that you can get too from Harry Potter that's like different. You know, like there's options too, right? No, not share. Gaussian blur? That's the one. And I'm also just gonna reduce the opacity on this as well. And oh, that's kind of fun. It's like he's in a spotlight now instead. That would be a cute idea maybe for another stream one day. Spotlight animal. But yeah, we're just gonna go with normal, I think. Actually, this can be lighter. Yay! I think wait, I need to sign it. I need to sign it. Plus color, I'm thinking like this orange. That really aggressive red. And I'm gonna sign, I think, down here. A friendo. Dan, that turns your wonky circles into actual circles? It does! I can demonstrate that in a second. That's too aggressive. That's too aggressive. I'm not a fan of that. I can't get behind that. Also, skinnier little brush here. Perfect. Yeah, okay, so a friendo or anyone else is curious. If I draw like this, I can just hold it and then it'll do that. And if I put my finger on the screen, it automatically turns it into a perfectly round circle. And it does the same thing with lines. So if I draw like, that was actually a good line. If I draw like a bad line and I hold my pencil on the screen, I can also do this. And if I put my finger on the screen, it locks it into, you know, certain precise angles. It's really amazing. And it actually will also do it with like triangles. So you can do that, and if you do that, it also locks it to certain angles. So yeah, this thing is honestly an amazing program. Oh, I forgot oh my gosh, I almost forgot the white sparkles in their eyes. Oh, what? Oh, I think that's just part of the paper. We're fine, no need to panic. Pure white, please. There. And there. Aren't they just cute? Billy and Mandy looking great, yes. Thank you. Thank you all for your like support and your words of encouragement and hanging out. It has been an absolute delight. Can I click the point at the end of the line and have it snap to another line? Oh, I don't know if it does that. Let's try. The thing is I don't think so, because I think it like flattens it when it's done. So like, okay, so if I make this line and then no, see like that, once you let go, it just becomes a line. It's not quite that advanced. Look at them! Look at that! Oh my god. Ollie says, everyone don't forget to like the stream. I'm gonna second that. Please like the stream if you liked the stream. We have these two adorable little goats, and we have Mandy top, Billy on the bottom. Amazing. So, okay, so we've got Mandy and Billy. Somehow that makes perfect sense. That's adorable. I love it. Time to compare to real goats. Absolutely. Okay, we're whipping out the phone. Okay. And okay, we're gonna go to Firefox. Here's my new pop socket. It was my partner's, but he switched to a magnetic phone case and my pop socket broke. So now I just have Yarn Yoshi as my pop socket, which is pretty out of character for me. But I think he's cute, so that's been a bit interesting. Okay, I'm gonna look up, I'm just gonna Google goat and I'm gonna go for images. Huh. Okay. All right, so I'm looking at this one here. I'm gonna let it load for a second. Amazing neck balls time. Yes, I will check. I will check out what Vegan Postmortem sent me, because they sent me something. Okay, so this is the goat that I'm looking at right now. Their nose, I definitely got the nose wrong. That's interesting. Okay, so this is the guy I'm looking at. Here, let me turn up the brightness. That is the goat I'm seeing here. And, there we go. So what I'm seeing is that I was right on the angle of like this part to that part. That's correct. But then the type of nose that they have is actually less like a horse and almost a bit dog-like. Sorry, I just touched the pop filter. A bit more dog-like even, which is interesting. And they have some kind of weird teeth, very human-like teeth. And y'all were very right about the direction of the pupil. I had it vertical, it's actually horizontal, so great work on that one. And also they have some face markings. I mean, maybe not all goats have those face markings. Leg-wise, I feel like they actually have longer legs than I remember. Look how long this goat's legs are. Sorry, look how cute that is. They're sticking out their little tongue. And so I do seem to be right about some goat ears going up, some going down. Horn placement. Not bad, I think. Maybe they could have gone a little bit more up instead of out. LSL says, pretty dang close. Yes, thank you so much. Look at this guy. That's cute. He looks so different. He's like a mountain goat. Yeah, so it looks like they actually do have these like, I'm not gonna actually add it into the drawing, but these like facial markings that kind of go like this. Oh, good lord. Oh, actually, that really is suddenly looking like a goat. So yeah, that's actually a pretty good takeaway of these streams, is that I don't pay that much attention to the coloring of animals, and maybe I should. Yeah, that seems to be pretty common, but some goats are like plain in that respect. So, oh my god, I'm seeing like baby goats. How are you so cute? Oh, but that cute goat is from like a creamery, which means that they're being exploited for their bodies, and we're super not into that. Have I seen videos of goats climbing the side of dams? I have seen that. And you know, while we're here, let's go ahead, let's look at the video really quickly. Let's just check out the time-lapse replay while we wrap up this stream. Ollie says newfound appreciation for goats. Yeah, absolutely. They are amazing animals. They're very cute. We've learned that they're independent and, what was the other word? Curious. We've learned about their coloring, that they actually have pretty long and skinny legs, very like barrel-like bodies. Your goat is a wild breed from Narnia. Yeah, I like that. Narnia goat. Yes, they're talented and beautiful animals who really love to eat. So yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I think that's gonna wrap up this one. Oh my gosh, this is almost 4 hours. Wow, thank you so much to everybody who's here, who's been here. I did not realize we'd gone that long. But I think we've got a really cute drawing on our hands, and I'm really excited to share this one out, so thank you so much. Also, I forgot to mention, because it's not that relevant, but I did a bit of crocheting this week. Like just a tiny little bit to jog my memory. So I did that. Here's your inspiration to get back into some crafting if that's something that you tend to do. We'll be back on Friday for Stardew Valley stream. It has been an absolute pleasure. Ollie says, LOL, longest stream ever, time flies. Yeah, that's also one of the benefits of starting earlier, I guess. I'm so flat at the beginning. It's almost like feels not worth it, maybe. Yeah, I feel a lot more like myself now than I did at the beginning of the stream. I was very flat for anyone who wasn't there for that. LSL says, thank you. It has been a pleasure. I'm really happy with this one. I love the fall colors. I feel like we really captured a vibe here. Thank you to everyone for the suggestions on names, on accessories, little tweaks for, you know, to the appearance of our drawing. And I think that, yeah, we've got something really nice on our hands. I feel like the style is developing. Long boy, yes. It was a very peaceful evening. Thank you. It was a very peaceful early afternoon for me. So yeah, it was an absolute pleasure. And yeah, I think that's the end of the stream now. And yeah, we'll be back on Friday. Thank you all so much. I'm wishing you all a wonderful rest of your day or start of your day or wherever you may be. Thank you, Friendo, Ollie, nerds like us. I'm sorry if I'm missing you, Shiny Hyena. It has been a delight. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and thank you so much. Watch out, I'll be posting them on the YouTube community post. So we have Mandy, I'm gonna take a picture. Mandy top, Billy bottom. I'm also gonna end this poll, I guess, before we're done. We're almost done, I swear. Got it. All right. Bye. All right. See y'all next time. Bye.